All right, everybody, thanks for joining us here on the stream. We have an injury on the ice from public skating. I think we're going to be delayed a few minutes. So thanks for joining us here on YouTube. This is UCF Hockey brought to you by DSPN Live. We do have an injury. We do have a person down. He's being attended to. So stay tuned. We will get you an update as soon as we can. I don't know if the paramedics are coming. They just had on the pro rink, if you're familiar with our facility, they had a player get injured. He cut his tendons. He got hit by a skate and cut his tendons. Now we got a person on public skate that went down right at the end of public skating. So I don't know if the management team is out there, the security team, the safety team. I don't know if they called the paramedics, but you are in the right place for UCF and USF. Just give us a few minutes and we'll see what's happening. I'll be back and let you know as soon as I can. But right now, we do have an injured person on the ice. The following program is presented by DSPN Live. You are looking live at the Olympic rink from the Advent Health Orlando Ice Den, where tonight the frozen war of I-4 returns between the USF Bulls and the UCF Knights. The Bulls started the season strong, scoring 32 goals in their first 3 games, but Game 4 was a different story. The Stampede was finally slowed down by the Embry-Riddle Eagles, who won a 3-2 game in overtime in Wesley Chapel, a very, very difficult place to play. For UCF, they began the season at home with a split against Citadel, and then they took 3 of 4 points last weekend in Boca against Lynn. They return home tonight with a game against their biggest rival, their fiercest opponent, and their biggest challenge yet in front of another sold-out crowd at the Ice Den. Can the Bulls regroup that high-octane offense and attack tonight, or will the Knights stomp the Stampede and come out victorious? All the answers next on DSPN Live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to UCF Hockey on DSPN Live. I'm your host, Louis DiPaolo, and I am thrilled to bring you all the action here tonight from the Advent Center Ice right here on the Olympic rink. It is going to be a great, great game. We've got in-depth analysis, we've got highlights, and we've got interviews from some of the best players in the game. Joining me tonight on color is going to be UCF student Isaac Abdel Messiah. He is our color man tonight, and we have college's greatest cameraman, Jake Rahano, as well. The Seminole Money Tree storyline. These Bulls, 3-0-1. They came out on fire. I had their game last Friday night at Embry-Riddle. They won that one 11-6. They had a 12-1 victory before that and 10-0 against Florida Southern to start the season. They are on fire. They lost Saturday night at home, a 3-2 overtime loss to the same Embry-Riddle Eagles. For more on the USF Bulls, here's head coach Joe Rhodes moments ago.
Place your deposit now to gain priority for Solar Bears season tickets at OrlandoSolarBearsHockey.com. That's OrlandoSolarBearsHockey.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I am here with head coach Joe Rhodes, my Philly friend.
Lou, how are you?
From USF. I'm doing good. How are you?
Good, man. Real good.
So Joe's been the head coach of the Bulls for a while now. His son is on the bench. Alex was a star player, along with Danny Hoflick and a couple other players. This season, the old is new. We're all back in ACHA again.
Yep.
But the rivalries still continue. The Frozen War on I-4, Joe, tonight, what does it mean to the Bulls and you as the head coach?
It's always a rival game. It means everything. We get the biggest crowds. It's always it doesn't matter what the records are. It's always just a physical, fun, crazy hockey game. Just always is. No matter where it's here or at our place. So. And
it's been going on for decades.
Yeah.
The USF Bulls are the oldest hockey team in our state. Started in 1989.
Okay.
That was the first time they dropped the puck. And they started putting the team together in 87. Came back, got it going in 88. And then first official season was 89. Now, this season, coming forward all the way from then till now, you do have some returning veterans, but you lost some big guys. You lost Stowe, you lost a lot of Hopberg, you lost a lot of other guys. How have these baby Bulls responded to playing college hockey right now?
They're doing pretty well. We replaced a lot of the older guys with a lot of young talent, a lot of speed. Our team speed has improved drastically even over last year. They're still a little raw, getting used to the college game.
Right.
Getting used to their players, getting used to their teammates. But yeah, I mean they fit in well, and we'll see what happens throughout the season.
Well, my Philly brethren here, he's a little modest. They started off the first 3 games. They had 32 goals in the first 3 games. Unbelievable. I had the privilege to broadcast your game with Embry-Riddle last Friday night in Daytona, which is crazy anyway, right? And you got off to a quick start, ended up winning that game 11-6, but the next night, finally somebody of the 3 teams you played to this point was able to slow that Bull stampede down. What were your thoughts on Saturday night?
Well, Bob's a great coach.
Sure.
You know, his players always play a disciplined style of hockey. Not necessarily in the penalty box. I mean, a style of play. And they came out and they employed a good neutral zone trap, and we didn't get the pucks deep, and we got punched in the mouth. And in some respects it's good. The kids needed to know they're not going to win every game by 5, 6, 7, 8 goals. So.
Well, they started off 10-0. I think 11-1 the second game, 11-6 the third game. Then it was a good game, and it was an overtime loss in Tampa. A very, very tough place to play. Same 2 teams tomorrow night. But before we get there, let's talk about tonight. the rivalry, it's going to be a sold-out building here in Orlando at the Ice Den. We talked about the importance of the rivalry to each player and each kid in the audience watching. How do you approach tonight as far as the head coach? And do you do things different during the week at practice? Is it ramped up, Joe, because it's like it's UCF night?
Yeah, it's a little ramped up. It's a little ramped up. We had we always adjust our practice to because we practice one night on the big ice.
Right.
Normally I wouldn't run my special teams on the big ice, but we did this week because we're going to be playing on the big ice. So
sure.
But the older kids seem to get it. The new kids will get it after tonight. They'll kind of see what the rivalry's like, and then. Tomorrow at our place, when our fans are there, they'll kind of understand it. But yeah, it's always a special, kind of practice, a little bit more important. So.
We've had some tremendous games here between these two teams. If you look at the documentary that's on YouTube that UCF's Luke Bidekoffer put together, I have brought back players from the early 2000s all the way through when Alex was playing and some of my kids that were playing with Danny, some of Danny's teammates that went to UCF, and they all talk about USF. That's the game. That's the one we want to win every year, and I'm sure it's the same for the Bulls coming across.
100%. They it's circled on the schedule as soon as it's put out. And, there's always a little bit, it's one of those things, you can win. It's like the Eagles and Cowboys. If you win 2 games all year, it better be against Dallas.
Exactly.
And if you win 2 games all year, it better be against UCF. That's just the rivalry, and I'm sure it's the same way on the other side.
Well, we always end the show with starting goaltenders. Who do you got tonight in net?
So we got Ryan Cook is playing again. He's been our starter for all of our games. To be honest, we're a little thin on goalie. And
you need Sammy the Bull back? I heard he's almost available.
Well, he's probably with the ACHA rules. He probably has eligibility.
Right.
But, he's in Utah. I don't think he's coming back. But we're getting close because we have his younger brother. His younger brother's on the roster. He's probably, depending on how things go tonight, he may be in net tomorrow night for us.
That's awesome.
So we have another Coleman, but. We have a couple kids coming back off of surgeries that may not be ready until mid-month, towards the end of the month. So, we're running with Ryan, and he's played well for us. So, yeah, we're happy.
Well, it'll be a lot of fun. Thank you always for being a good friend to me and on the program. And good luck tonight and the rest of the season.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, head coach Joe Rhodes, USF Bulls.
I'm attorney Michael T. Gibson. You will never see my firm parade around its clients with large cardboard checks that suggest they won the lottery. Years ago, I warned you that those billboard ads with cardboard lottery-type checks would send the wrong message. Thanks in part to those ads, the Florida legislature changed the laws and made it harder for you to win a case. Being injured in an accident is not winning the lottery. You need a lawyer now more than ever. If you've been in an accident, call us. Our firm and our family are here for you.
All right.
For all of your mortgage needs, think Seminole Money Tree. Our dedicated staff delivers exceptional one-on-one service that is second to none in the industry. Yes, the American dream of home ownership is alive and well, but it takes the right team to make it happen. We offer FHA, VA, and conventional financing anywhere in the state. For more information, visit us at SeminoleMoneyTree.com, established 1986.
All right, everybody, I am here with head coach Chris Brewster. Chris, welcome to the program again.
Thanks for having me back, Lewis.
How are you doing?
Wonderful.
Excited?
Very excited.
So, the UCF Knights got off to a good start this season, played 4 games, split with the Citadel. Truthfully, could have been 2-0. I mean, I think UCF put up 65 shots, and that goaltender was amazing. They went down to Lynn last weekend down in Boca, had a tie the first game, and a big win the second game. Talk about your impressions of this team for the first 4 games and the first 4 of your career, so congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We've got such a young team, such a young squad this year. Only a handful of juniors, a handful of seniors, and a couple grad students. But for the young guys to step up and really make an impression this early in the season has been awesome to see. It's been great.
Yeah, they've done a really good job putting things together, not being too big in the moment for them so far that I thought, the first 2 games at home with the Citadel again, I think 70 shots the first night, 65 or the other way around, just tons and tons of pressure, great sold-out crowd. Now, the team itself, you mentioned new players. UCF has a lot of new players. I think we got like 7 new faces starting tonight from last year. How is that working with the veterans that remain? Because there was a lot of big players like Zamba, like Weinstock,
Right.
et cetera, that you lost that locker room leadership. How have the next generation leaders stepped up, Chris, and helped these young baby Knights now?
Yeah, so with our captain squad, Joe Dre, he's off to a rocky start. He's not playing right now. He's got an upper body injury holding him back a little bit, but he's still able to make a presence. He's still able to make his captaincy known. And we saw that on our trip to Lynn, particularly. He was helping me out on the bench. He was honestly a huge asset for us. And then in the locker room, you've got Renner, you've got Flanagan, you've got Carson. Really being able to create a strong culture within the locker room. The guys, they all live over on campus, and they're hanging out on the weekends when we don't have games. We had a gap between our opener and then our weekend down at Palm Beach.
Right.
So the gelling and the bonding has been a huge piece. Thanks to them.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. Renner's going to be our second intermission guest tonight, with your permission, of course. Now, speaking of tonight, if you've never been to a UCF hockey game, welcome to the biggest game of the year, of the regular season. It is the Frozen War on I-4. The two schools don't like each other, whether it's football, hockey, tiddlywinks. It doesn't matter. It is a full-out rivalry. Another sold-out crowd, I'm sure, is going to be here tonight. The building will be jumping. You got home ice advantage tonight. You're going to have a rowdy crowd. How do you deal with the young people that, even though they may have played against Lynn, Chris, they are going to be in an environment like they've never played in before, more than likely? How do you tell them, just stay calm and stay focused, we'll be okay?
Yeah, and a lot of it's going to be leaning on leadership. There's a lot of energy and there's a lot of emotion tied to this game. And a lot of them have played high-level hockey before. They've played junior. They've played high AAA. But they're not this is going to be a new experience for them. So I think early on, we've got to shake the jitters out. There's a lot of hockey to be played. We've got to play a full 60 minutes. But it's leaning on that leadership core. It's leaning on the older guys who've been here before and done this before. And then, taking their energy and taking their presence on the ice to a new level with the energy that's going to be in the building.
Well, there is going to be a lot of energy in the building tonight. It is going to be a tremendous game. Everybody watching at home, in the dorm, tell your friends, call them up, tell them to jump on our YouTube channel. It's a free stream. UCF hockey is here. It's growing. We got a brand new coach in town. We got a new sheriff. And I think all the best days of UCF hockey are in front of them. Now, tonight, one of my keys to the game, I'll get into that later, but one of the keys to the game is going to be team defense. On a big ice, they have a couple of deadly players in Dietz and Duheim, two of the best in our league, not just our division, but our league overall. What's the plan tonight? What did you work on specifically this week that you think will help these kids on the big ice tonight to slow them down?
Yeah, so one of the things we've been harping on since day one is puck possession. You can't win hockey games unless you've got possession of the puck. And that starts in the D zone, right? So if we can start building back with our goaltender,
right?
Start all the way back, play a full 200 feet of hockey, with possession of the puck, with the puck on our stick for most of the game, we're going to be mostly successful. It's something we started from the beginning. It's something we're going to carry into tonight and beyond through the rest of the season. Yeah,
positioning is going to be key tonight. Time and space on the big ice, particularly with the speed of this Bulls team. Now, we always end the show with the starting goaltender. Who's the starting goaltender tonight?
Number one, he's been on a pretty good streak so far, Andrew Cass.
Number one in your heart, number one on the scoreboard, Andrew Cass. The Kasave man, he has got experience. Chris jumped on the bench with Mariani last year and took over the goaltending job, and he's done a great job. We got really good goaltenders here at UCF. I think he's the man for the plan tonight, and he'll be ready to go.
100%.
All right. Chris, thanks a lot. Always appreciate it.
Thanks, Lewis.
Good luck tonight, and we'll be back with more after a word from our sponsor. The Orlando Ice Den Pro Shop is your one-stop shop for all your hockey needs. The Pro Shop carries all lines of the top protection. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to UCF Hockey on DSPN Live, and give a special welcome to my man, Isaac Abdel Messiah, a UCF student, a local product here, Lake Brantley. Could have went to Lake Mary, but that's okay. Lake Brantley product. So welcome to the show. Welcome to DSPN Live.
Thank you, Lewis. Great to be here. Thank you very much.
Adjust this real quick. There you go. Perfect. All right, so he's going to be doing color tonight. We got a great game. We got about 6.5 minutes. We're a little behind because we had an injury during public skate, of all things, but hopefully that person is up and well. Now, the storyline for tonight for this USF Bulls team. Here's the deal, Isaac. I think they want to get off to a quick start. We got the Naughty Knights crowd, all your fellow classmates. It's a rockin' place. You've been here before. You know what the energy is like in the building.
For sure. Once UCF gets into its rhythm, we see the crowd come alive. They become like actual knights on the battlefield. They want to go to war for the hockey team. They're going to do anything to keep their team in play and ready to defeat this Bulls team that's coming out pretty hot at the start of this season, Lewis.
Now, size matters. What does that mean? The Olympic sheet, use it to your advantage side to side. It's 100 by 200, not the standard 85 by 100. If you're new to the game, USF has a lot of speed. You heard Coach Joe Rhodes talk about it. Forecheck, a lot of young players for this Knights team. I think the forecheck is very important for this Bulls team tonight. And Double D, Dietz is probably the best player in men's 3 hockey in ACHA. And Duhaime, they are a lethal combination. You know that, and you're just very new to the game. Those two guys are people to watch.
For sure. I spoke with a director of broadcast operations for USF. His name is Vashish. He's a student. And he talked about Dietz having 12 goals, 7 assists, 19 points, and being the star of the month for College Hockey South for September. That should tell you right there, Lewis, how good Dietz has been.
Now for the home team, the UCF Knights, and all their fans watching on campus. Team defense. You heard Coach talk about that during my interview with him. They've got to play defense in all 3 zones. You got to limit the time and space because these guys are ferocious. Best versus best. Line match, you got to have your best Knights players out there, Isaac, when Dietz and Duhaime are out there. Otherwise, it could be trouble.
For sure. And even though they're missing Joseph Dre, still one of the best defensemen they've got, if not the best, UCF is going to try and come out strong. I also spoke with forward JT Fuller, and he said they hope to win this game pretty big tonight.
Seelar, he had a hat trick in the first game, but to me, it's time for him to dominate tonight. He's a veteran player, second year, played on the state AAA team. He's got size, he's got speed, and he's got scoring power. And penalties, they got to stay out of the box. Absolutely. Now, we got our great officials here tonight. They're mic'd up for you. We got a good crew with Maddox Heller. We've got Ross Cromaldi. We've got on the whistles. Then we've got Jimmy Liberati returns tonight on the blue line, along with Mark Doherty. Now, if you are a new member of our DSPN Live family right here on YouTube, welcome. If you are a returning member, welcome back. In either case, listen to this message and see how you can be a part of our memory of a lifetime. We want to bring you the best quality program to watch your favorite player, help grow the game, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Hello, everybody. I'm Louis DiPaolo, and that's the DSPN difference. It's not about us. It's about you and your player, and we're giving you 2 ways to be a part of our program. You can email us at dspnlive@gmail.com or call 786-505-DSPN on all play-by-play games and give a shout-out to your favorite player. Our officials are mic'd up and ready to bring the action right to your home. Hear them speak with the players and calling penalties just like you're on the ice. player and coach interviews based on availability for all college and championship youth hockey games. We have DVDs and digital downloads available for purchase on our website within 48 hours after the game. Hook it up to your big screen. Follow us on social media, post the pictures, and create memories that will last a lifetime. Friends, family, and military personnel all over the world watch ESPN Live, and now it's your turn to sit back and enjoy the show. All right, the rosters for tonight. Ryan Cook in net. Ryan First will be my intermission guest, the young Long Island star down here in Tampa. Urig saw his father last week, saw him again tonight. Lee, Heller, Curran, Bogdanov, Duhaime, Daraspi, Ratliff, Dietz, we talked about, Tompakov, Ott, Lorius, Mudge, Cooper, Fleer not on. He's a late scratch. So scratch number 24, Haley, Keller, Kolowa, and Rossello. You see Jonathan Coleman, Sammy the Bull's younger brother. In for Fleer tonight is going to be number 20, Lex Petrov for the Bulls. Now for the Knights.
We've got Andrew Koss starting at goaltender. He's been good the past couple games he's played. We've got forward Worth, Kovac, Jackson, Hill, Fuller, Ciortino, Gaffiatulin, Pivanka, Payne, Buford, Bryan, Sterling, Renner, Mueller the captain, Graziotti, Flanagan, Shimoni, Mr. Hat Trick in Game 1, Seelar, and finally Nicholas Kelly. Interesting lineup for tonight, Lewis.
It should be a lot of fun. We've got Mr. Ryan Navalis, another rink operator here. He's going to be our PA tonight, filling in for Ray Berthoff. We have the incredible Von Drake. She does a lot for hockey in our state as well. She's involved with all the Blue Line tournaments. She's involved with the state with different scheduling and other things that have to go on. So Von Drake is our official scorekeeper tonight. Want to thank all of our sponsors. We're going to have some special guests coming in tonight on the show. Tell all your friends, get them on the stream, the YouTube stream right here. It's a free stream, and we should have a terrific game for everybody at home tonight. Put it up on your big screen. Don't forget to like us on all the social media. Send us a picture. You can send me an email, dspnlive@gmail.com. We'll get the shout out on for you. And before we get too far along, I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Abdel Messiah. You have a great young man here. I got a very good broadcast partner filling in, very respectful. I appreciate that. Welcome to the program. Welcome
you,
to
Louis.
DSPN Live.
Thank you, and you're great too, Lewis. We have great energy here in the booth tonight, folks. Hope to be a good one.
Should be a lot of fun. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer, Ryan Navalis, who will introduce the starting lineups coming up in just a minute. There is wall-to-wall people in here. As you see Jake with the camera, they're lined up there. They're lined up on the concourse behind us. They're lined up to our left, stacked all the way back. Should be a lot of fun. Let me see if the referees have their mics on. No, not yet.
To your point, Lewis, the war on I-4 is just yet to get started, and yet, like you said, these walls are lined up full of fans.
We'll see if we hang on one sec. We're trying to get the PA to turn his mic on.
Start goal number 1, Andrew Cass. At forward, number 4, Colin Jackson. At forward, number 6, J.T. Fuller. On defense, number 21, Robert Renner. On defense, number 27, Kevin Flanagan. And at forward, number 54, Thomas Sela. Your Knights are coached by head coach Chris Hunter. And now, fans, at this time, we ask you please rise as we honor America by the playing of our national anthem.
All right, everybody. Hope you are ready for some cool collegiate ice hockey action here. UCF right on DSPN Live, free in living color, taking on their arch rival, the USF Bulls. Jake, I don't even know how I'm going to get down for my interview. There are people backed up to the window. Want to say hi to my buddy Jason Lyston, the rink director, my Buffalo son, and his family watching at home. Guys, there's no room for you. It is absolutely packed in here. All right, we are off and running. The Frozen War on I-4s. That's turned and dumped in by Flanagan. Over here on the near side is Fuller. UCF wearing their cream-colored jerseys with the black. There's Rockin' Renner. Renner's going to come in, gets to the goal line, pass across, just missed. Ryan First was there for the Bulls. Knights retreat in their own end. Up and off the wall. Fuller chips that one forward. It's going to come back to Bogdanov. He goes D to D on the far side. They come through center now. That's Mudge. Formerly Stowe. Used to watch him for many years as that shot blocked in front. Great job by J.T. Fuller getting in the middle of that one.
The big man likes to make those saves. He gets right in there. He's over 6 feet. Great forward for the Knights tonight. Hope to see what he can do.
Tampa product himself. It's funny how many of these kids go to the opposing school because they grew up in Orlando. They want to go to USF or vice versa. Coming out now again. Here's Mudge. Drop pass. Comes back out. Bulls are going to have to regroup in their own end. They go D to D. There's Ott. Chipped up and in. Picked up by the Bulls. There's Dietz on the back door. Right with him was Worth. He is going to earn his keep tonight. There is number 10, Ethan Kern. Had a good game when I had them last Friday. Rebound Good job. There's Duhane keeping that one in. But that stick of Gaffia Tulin for the Knights as there was a rebound on the back door. I want to say hi to the Cass family. Normally they're watching. Big fans of UCF hockey. Their son in net. They made the trip down here from Carolina. Sitting to our left, we got a nervous hockey mom to our left there, Isaac.
Oh, yeah. All parents tonight, Lewis. They want to see their son win against this arch rival team, whichever side they're representing. We're seeing this action already start quickly here between the two rivals.
Oh, that was a pass that came off the wall into the crease, and it's going to be covered up by Ryan Cook, number 33.
So we already got 2 shots on goal, or 1 shot on goal from both teams equally. Something that you pointed to earlier, Lewis, is how many players know each other.
Across the board, a lot of the Florida kids go to Florida schools and continue their career. There's a shot, doesn't get through. We got a broken stick. And so they could have played together growing up, and now they're arch rivals. You never know, as there's a big hit in the corner, right out in front. Shot! Just missed. Rockin' Renner sneaking in on the back door. He is famous for that. Renner is a big, strong defenseman, a national champion in the USPHL. We'll get to him in the second period. I want to say hi to his dad watching down in Fort Lauderdale, a member of the Fort Lauderdale PD for many, many years. Go Blue. Thank you, Mr. Renner, and all of our first responders. Right here below us is Ratliff. Pass across. Shot. Save. And we'll have a face-off to his left.
That was a good stop by Koss there, Lewis. He wants to make sure that his name is basically set across the ice quickly. We saw that in the first Citadel game he played, and he only allowed, I believe, 1 goal, while UCF took advantage of that game.
Yeah, that game he played, they dominated. They dominated the second one, but lost. They ran into an incredibly hot goalie with the Citadel, but they regrouped. A puck on the half wall now down to Haley. Throws it out in front. It's going to be picked up by Fuller on the far side. Beckham Buffard, an Orlando product. I've known Beckham since he was a mite. I was still running the travel club when he started playing hockey. Very cool to see him stay home and go to the local team. Fuller throwing his body around. There's a backhand shot, comes right out in front.
Shots just going everywhere.
Right now here below us comes Ratliff. Ratliff with the puck. There's the speed, throws it in front. Good defense by Grandpa. That is Chris Hill, number 5. Hill with the pass to Fuller. Fuller takes a shot, gets through. Oh, just missed on the far post was Seelar, one of the keys to the game. They got a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Oh, pass across, off a skate, second one. What a save.
Man, what a save by Koss there, Lewis.
Beautiful plays, a save. That one goes right up and over. We got a shot and another clear as this UCF team surviving early in front of a sold-out barn here at the Advent Health Orlando Ice Den. There's another shot. Cass has been busy already. It says 4 shots, but it feels like a lot more. They had some high-quality ones. Mueller chips the puck up. UCF coming in all alone. Look at this play. Shot, big save, far side. Anthony Sorrentino. Sorrentino with the opportunity on the breakaway. Loose puck comes in front, and it's covered up by Cook. Action getting hot and heavy. We're just 5 minutes into the game now.
I mean, yeah, you're right, Lewis. The home team, UCF, they've had 5 shots on goals, and Cook has been dominant to start the game. USF 4, and we saw Koss on a couple good saves there. USF not taking advantage of some of those early, I would say, odd man rushes there. They had one of them, but still, UCF defense has been showing up pretty early, just 4 minutes in.
More people here funneling in. I have no idea what the building capacity is, Jason, but we got to be getting close. There's Dietz, the much talked about Dietz, surrounded by Knights. Now he picks the loose puck up, comes in, poked away. Good defense by Renner. Again, we talked about line matching, right? Renner, Flanagan, the two guys you want out there against this Dietz line, and he still gets the puck to center, but it's intercepted by Graziati.
Remember, Dietz had 19 points coming into this game so far.
In 4 games.
Yeah.
So we got a delayed call. Now they tag up, and we're back. Heller there, far side. Coming in, Curran's shot. That just goes wide. Comes back up to the point. There's Dietz. The quality of play has been great already this season. It's early on. We're not even in playoff mode, but this sure feels like a playoff game. Dietz played about. We got Renner battling along. Renner, 6'5", battling along with Dietz. That one up and over into the corner off the wall. Tompikov there. Shot from the point. That gets by over here on the near side. Now we've got a call coming up. We got a slashing call. Heller with the call.
'21 gold, minor penalty, slashing.
That's on Robert Renner there, Lewis. Slashing call. Interesting development there. He was trying to say he didn't get any stick in there to slash the opponent, but yet still, we just talked about this. This was one of the keys of your game earlier, how not to get penalized so often for UCF, and now we have an early penalty.
Power play opportunity for the Bulls. First of the game, Renner, a big defenseman that they need, is in the sin bin. We got a minute 40 left. Let's see how this Bulls power play. Again, another one of our Lewis's list. Stay out of the box. First penalty of the game goes toward the Knights. Bulls now moving side to side, looking, taking a shot. That just whistled wide off the stick of Bogdanov. Down into the corner. Bulls moving it on the outside, coming in on the far side. Backdoor pass, just missed first on that. Great job by Flanagan. Flanagan comes in 1-on-2, backhands, doesn't get out. Far side shot bounced off a Knight player. Flanagan may have a second opportunity. Unable to pick it up is Bogdanov again. Back up to the point. Cooper with a shot. Pad save, cleared all the way back down. 1 minute left in this period, or in the penalty to Renner.
They're already in the box, like you said earlier, Lewis. They cannot get in the box early, and yet Renner already called for slashing, but UCF making good timing here to try and stop USF's offense.
I think that was a retaliation penalty. He and Dietz were going at it. We saw it, you and I, behind the play, and they got Renner. Here comes Dietz now. Dietz on the ice, still with the puck, holding on. Gets around Pavanka, still with the puck, skating circles. Makes a pass down low, big save by Andrew Cass. Here's our replay.
So something I want to take notice of here, Lewis. Cass's head is watching the puck the entire time. He does not lose sight of where the frozen biscuit is going. And yet we try and see a tip in maybe from a player in front there. It's exactly what USF tried. This is what USF does so well, and UCF is stopping them being here in a power play for the Bulls.
22 seconds left in the Michael T. Gibson penalty kill. Ooh, looking for a trip, no call. Puck squirts over here into the corner. Back up to the point to Dietz. Goes on the far side. Dietz gets back to center, looking, pass down low behind the goal line. 2 Bulls are there. They're going to switch sides. Renner back out at even strength. Renner jumps right out in the play. Glorious. So we'll see if Renner stays on the ice. He does not. He goes off for a line change. Bulls able to pick that one up, throw it to center. Nobody there. Here's Seelar now. Seelar with Fuller. Drop pass to Fuller. Fuller shot and a goal! Seelar to Fuller. Overcooked. 1-0 UCF.
What did I tell you, Lewis? Fuller is going to be a playmaker tonight. He's over 6 foot. He just comes rambling down. No one sees him from the Ice Bulls. A drop back pass to him, and he takes his opportunity and gets it in the net for UCF. What a play.
This USF team has only trailed once all season, and it was in overtime last week. Now they're trailing in the first period. You heard Coach Rhodes talk about, well, the loss was probably good because they were getting, maybe reading the press clippings or internet clippings, I should say. I'm working with you, a young guy tonight. As the Bulls come in, take a shot again. And so they started off those first 3 games rolling it. Now the last 5 periods of hockey now, 1-goal game either way. That's exactly what you want to see, though, if you're the UCF Knights and Coach Brewster.
For sure. And when I was talking to one of their media members, he was pumping his team up a lot, but we see that the Knights come out quick here, 1-0.
And you can remember the saves that Cass made early on. They kept them in.
Scored by number 6, J.T. Fuller. Assist to number 54, Thomas Sela.
So we got a hand pass that's coming out of the zone. Selar. These guys are making our keys to the game look pretty good. Selar with the assist. You watch that replay, he went in and drove wide, took a couple of Bulls with him, made a beautiful drop pass. Fuller took the shot, and it went over Cook. One that he probably would want back, but regardless, 1-0 Bulls here. Or 1-0 Knights, my bad. As the Bulls got the puck in the offensive end, UCF trying to get the puck through, couldn't get it deep. That goes off Troy Bryan, one of many new players for this UCF Knight team here this season. Koloa down low. He's battling along with Chris Hill, the grad student. Oh, that is a tough penalty coming up. Ross Grimaldi, good to see number 28, Kevin Rossello, get up. Here's your replay. You'll see it go into the corner. The referees are going to talk about it.
Well, this was a big hit here, Lewis, from number 20, Justin Sterling.
And that's a dangerous play, and we'll see.
Minor penalty, check from behind.
So minor penalty, check from behind. Bulls right back on a power play, trailing 1-0. In the take to draw is Duhaime. Duhaime and Dietz. There's a backhand pass, comes out. Excellent job by Selar as he's pressuring Mudge. Up and off a stick. Nice hit at center.
Bucket came off right there.
Selar lost his helmet but not his head, as Renner with the nice play at center. If you're watching at home and you're a young player, you're a young Orlando player, a young player in Tampa, the play that Renner made right there at center was perfect. He didn't go after the guy to kill him. He just wanted to separate him from the puck, and he did. Unfortunately, the bucket came off of Selar, but we'll have a face-off to the right of Cass over here on the half wall. Worth over there battling. Mudge, pass across, that shot up and into the rafters. And we're going to have another face-off. 1:35 left in the power play for the Bulls. The Michael T. Gibson penalty kill. I want to thank Michael T. Gibson for all he does for hockey here in our community. Huge sponsor of many, many things at different levels here. So Mr. Gibson is the man to call if you need an attorney. All right, back to live action here. Mudge just missed Duhaime on that. Back up to the point. Bulls lose the puck. Got a 2-on-2 battle. There's Fuller. Fuller's looking. Fuller wants another shot, right? He's hot. There's a shot and a save into the trap. Evan Worth with that one.
Great glove save by Cook there, Lewis. I mean, he's making a name for himself. Koss is making a name for himself. Both teams are 8 against 8 shots on goal. They're both equal right now. And so What has been the key difference maker, in my opinion, for UCF is how they've already been penalized twice, even though they do have a goal advantage.
Not something that you want to keep tempting the bull, right?
Yeah, don't tempt him or he's going to come for you.
Exactly. Bogdanov passed behind everybody. They're going to have to regroup. There's Rosello. He goes back to first. First should be our first intermission guest. We'll see how that works out with 9 minutes left as he gets the puck deep. Recovers his own pass, still with it. Now on the hash marks, back up to the top. Bulls on the far side, coming in, shot, blocked in front, bouncing puck comes over here. Played with a high stick, says Ross Cromaldi. So the puck will come outside the zone, 38 seconds left. All the way back. Mr. Liberati has the puck. And Mark Doherty, again, our other linesman, doing a great job. The officials, such an important part of our game. Imagine playing without officials. So I want to thank them for all their hard work and staying up with the rules and everything else they got to do to bring this quality game here to all these kids and a chance to continue their career as they go to college. Now the Bulls coming through with 20 seconds left. Up here on the near side, Uhrig. Uhrig still with the puck. Back up to the point. Bouncing puck. There was first. Back down to Uhrig. Looking, holding. He's going to hold on. Still with the puck. Brings it back up to Cooper. Cooper with a shot. Save into the corner. Back to even strength. There's a second shot high and over. 5-on-5. Bulls 0 for 2 on the power play.
Something to make note of, Lewis. They've had 2 chances here and yet haven't done anything. It reminds me of when UCF played that second game against Citadel, had 63, almost 64 shots on goal and had all those power plays, but nothing.
7:45 left. The Bulls come right back in, take a shot, just missed the net on that. Bogdanov again as he walked in. We got a penalty coming up behind the play now. Got a tripping call coming up. So it looks like we're going to have our first, let's see. I think he's got Duraspi. I think he's got Enzo in the box for a trip, and he does. So we're going to have our first power play for the Bulls tonight. Duraspi in the box. This is rockin' Renner time. Watch Renner. He'll sneak in. He's got a great low shot from the point. We'll see if he and Flanagan swap sides. They do not right now, at least not on the faceoff. They may at some point. Seelar, Renner just throws it down low. Bouncing puck, Fuller there. Graziotti in the slot. Down to Seelar. Chips it back up. Renner was at center, and he's got to come back and regroup. Back in his own end. Backhand pass over here on the near side. Bulls able to get there. They turn it over. Here comes Deeds. Short-handed shot. Pad save into the corner.
Can you imagine if someone was right there, Lewis?
Even short-handed, right? It's a turnover again. There's Deeds. Sloppy. Deeds comes in. Shot. Toe drag, and he shot that one just high.
Man, oh, man.
Dietz, now he's down low, holding on to the puck. Poked away from him by Renner. Those two were going at it before. No speed and another turnover. Very sloppy this first minute of play in the power play for this UCF night team. Flanagan cycles it back down to Worth. Here's Seelar. It's sticked in. Action Jackson. Tampa product playing here in Orlando. There's First. First down, battling into the corner, holding on to the puck. Terrific penalty kill by this USF Bulls team on the Seminole Money Tree power play for the UCF Knights. Nice move by Worth as he skates in, and we got an offside call, says Jimmy Liberati. Another one of my Philly friends from the same suburb. Only problem with Jimmy is he's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right for a Philly native.
Yeah. He's a rebel. But Liberati served in the Marines, so I want to thank him and all of our servicemen. We got a big weekend coming up with Embry-Riddle, UCF does, on Veterans Day.
That'll be a good series.
Meanwhile, 12 seconds left in the power play, or I should say the powerless play right now. So the penalty kill, they were good. Power play, not so much right now, as the Bulls are back at full strength. Enzo Duraspi over on the bench. Over here right below us now, gaining the zone, Jaffe Atulin. He dumps that puck into the corner. Cycle down to action, Jackson. Jackson with the puck. He pulls up. He's 1-on-2, throws it into the slot. Shot just went wide off the stick of Justin Sterling. Chipped up all the way down. Should have an icing call. We do with 5:01 left.
So we got 9 shots on goal so far for USF, yet no score. But like you just said, Lewis, UCF not making anything out of that power play. This reminds me of the Citadel game already with how they couldn't make anything work on power plays. And I don't know if that's just a communication error or if that's just something that Coach Brewster has to work on with his men up front.
We'll have a face-off to the right of Cook. Into the corner it goes. Bouncing puck, chip and out, but Flanagan there. He turns, dumps it right back in. In on the forecheck is Sterling. Wrapped around. Bulls able to chip it out. Still can't get control of it. There's Flanagan. Flanagan backhands over here to Renner. Renner just chips it back up to center. It's going to be picked up in his own end by Lee. Lee and Ratliff now back to Lee. Far side, tipped, icing call. Cass has got to be careful. If you're watching and you don't know the NCAA rules, which we play by, is you see the official Ross Cromaldi just telling him if it's an icing call and the goaltender leaves the crease, icing is automatically waved off.
Yeah, Costa's got to be careful there, not let his emotions get the best of him. He wants his team to win more than anyone else here. He's the goaltender. And yet we see still 1-0 UCF here.
Knights with the puck on the wraparound. Flanagan at the point. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. Right out in front, loose puck. Coming in, trying to get it through Cook. That was the UCF Knights, Nicholas Kelly.
Got to give credit to the Bulls here, Lewis. Cook has been, even though he's allowed 1 goal, he has saved 9 other shots on goal. He's right up in the grill of some of these players. He does not care. And that was one of the things that his fellow classmates said to me before the game started was watch how he plays tonight.
Again, in a hostile environment, I don't know that this building has ever been this full. As you see Renner now struggling to get the puck out, picked up by the Bulls. They couldn't get the pass through, but great stick checking by Bogdanov, working hard all the way up and down the ice. Now a little too hard as we got a hooking call, and the UCF Knights are going right back on the power play.
USF number 11, Minor, hook.
So into the box is Bogdanov. On the ice is the power play for this UCF Knights team, the Seminole Money Tree power play for all your mortgage needs in the state of Florida and Alabama. Give Seminole Money Tree a call. Renner, Flanagan, Selar. We got the big boys out. Brewster's big boys for this power play right now. And there's Dietz. Dietz, a thorn in the side so far of the power play of this Knights team. They've got 3 players in their own end, 2 Bulls. Nice play by Flanagan. Get it over here to Selar. Selar couldn't get it moving too fast, and they come in off sides. Just very unorganized right now, this power play.
They're not fluid, Lewis. To talk to your point, they're not moving comfortably around the ice, it seems, and it seems like they just cannot get their bodies in front of the net or even try and move down there. It's going to be interesting to see what JT Fuller, who's coming out to face Grant Dietz here, is going to do here on this face-off, which is won by UCF.
So that puck goes into the UCF end with 1:20 left. Nearly a turnover there. Dangerous play. Here comes Seelard through center. Seelard drop pass. Fuller again. Shot. Just missed glove save. Said that already once. Over to the corner. On the half wall. There's Dietz all over the place. Bouncing puck goes behind Cook. Over here is Fuller. Heller there. No relation to Maddox Heller, the official, by the way, just in case you're scoring at home. Battle down low. Bulls able to chip it up to the point. We got 38 seconds left. Knights bouncing puck over here on the near side. They're going to come back and regroup. Nice pass on the backhand. Here's Worth. Worth with a shot. Glove save. Rebound went behind the net. Another cycle.
I think some of these guys are fatigued out there, Lewis.
They look at Shimoni down there. There's a pass right in front. That was deflected and up off of the stick of Pavanka. Big hit by Pavanka. Got this crowd on their feet. Boom, says number 10. And we're back to even strength. 1:48 left in the period. Here's Worth. Worth now. He lost the puck. Comes right back up to center. Over here on the near side, Gaffiatulin. He comes in, throws it into the corner. Pavanka there. First. Maybe talking the first pretty soon. It's always coach's discretion. We talked about it. We planned it. I may have to do an interview on the ice, Jake, because there's so many people. I don't know that we're going to be able to get him up to our normal platform. That puck thrown in, 1:10 left. Picked up out of the air, turnover, nice play. Rosello looking for the return pass shot, big save off the stick of Dietz again. He's everywhere. Now we got a race going down the other way. Great job on the forecheck, Samuel Payne. That'll get you some ice time. The Knights, less than 1 minute in the first period, holding on to a 1-0 lead. We'll love a second one here in front of the sold-out building. And we got a cover up by Cook.
Koss put his body on the line there, Lewis. I don't know if you all at home saw it, but he quickly stopped that puck from going in the net. He put his body right in front of it and stopped that thing from going right in and would have tied the game up. I also want to make note, UCF had no shots on goal on that power play. You know, it seemed like the crowd was getting back into it, but still, it feels like the Bulls are able to control their emotions more than the Knights.
So Liberati says, give me another Bull, Mr. Dietz. You're out of here. And they threw Duheim in the draw. Now he gets it over to Dietz. Dietz goes behind his net. This is where time and space is so important. You got to stop the body, and they didn't. He comes all the way back down. Pass, couldn't pull the trigger, was Curran. Back up to the point. Far side shot, save into the corner. Loose puck, 20 seconds left. There's a big hit. That was Beckham Buffard. He took Dietz down. Dietz is furious at the officials. Turnover, opportunity one more time. The Knights, oh, they didn't pull the trigger. And that's going to do it. I thought they had a great opportunity there. Joseph Kovac didn't pull the trigger.
You want to talk about a war? This is a war. We saw that big hit on Dietz. Dietz was angry that that a penalty was not called there. And we're at zeros right now in the first period as UCF tried to do something there behind the net, but didn't work out, Lewis.
I'm going to see if we could scoot down there. If they remember, again, coach's discretion. The officials talking. Let me see if I can pick that up. Nah, they don't have their mics on. We got some experienced guys here tonight. Ryan First, again, is supposed to be our intermission guest. If he is, I'll run down on the ice and we'll give him a few minutes. We'll see if Coach Rhodes is going to send him back out Oh, Dietz is furious, banging the stick on the glass.
He wants a fight now, Lewis. I mean, this is a war. This is an all-out war. Got a great first period from both teams. 1-0 UCF, but still, look at the shots on goal. 11 for USF, 10 for the Knights. Very slim margin.
All right, so it does not look like we're going to have, at least momentarily, our first intermission guest. The officials still talking to the USF bench, the UCF bench there as well. So 1-0 at the end of one right here at the Advent Health Orlando Ice Den. I don't think there was any penalties called or anything after that. It looks like they're just going to bring the broken stick, and that's going to be it. Okay, everybody. Well, we got 15 minutes on the clock. We got the Michael T. Gibson Zamboni out. And Isaac, Jake, and I will be back after a word from the USF Bulls.
Hi there. Welcome to the University of South Florida,
where the Bulls run and where some pretty amazing things are happening on and off campus.
A few years ago, we were in the same place you are. Hi there. Welcome to the University of South Florida,
where the Bulls run and where some pretty amazing things are happening on and off campus.
A few years ago, we were in the same place you are now. Where do I fit in? What should I be looking for?
And that's why we can't wait to tell you how we feel about USF. Better yet, why don't we show you?
Take a look around. Here at USF, we have over 40,000 students representing all 50 states.
And more than 130 different countries. But most importantly, USF is big on personal attention.
And we're one of the most veteran-friendly schools in America.
Uniting students from every walk of life and every perspective.
The classrooms are designed to provide one of the best learning environments for us, using the latest technology.
So how good are the professors?
See that guy over there? He was just named one of the top professors in the country.
Now that's awesome.
Welcome to the new USF Smart Lab, which brings science, math, engineering, and technology to a whole new level. Smart.
Did he tell you that USF is one of the nation's top 50 research universities?
Recognized by the Carnegie Foundation. Fewer than 3% of universities ever make that list.
It's true. We're one of only 2 Florida universities to make it onto the National Science Foundation's Top 50 list.
And now, USF is topping the charts globally.
Ranked 10th among universities granted U.S. patents.
Top 10 is pretty cool. Just like USF, recently named one of America's coolest schools. With our location in Tampa, we have great weather and we are close to some of the best beaches in the country. Plus, there are great opportunities to get involved in this community.
Speaking of worldwide, USF has study abroad programs in over 25 countries. Check this out. Hey Melanie, how's Japan?
USF Study Abroad program is awesome. I can pursue my major and have the experience of a lifetime. And just look at this view.
There's new housing to make living here more comfortable. More than 500 student organizations appealing to every interest. New athletic fields putting USF sports teams on the map. A new student rec center that's nationally ranked. And a newly renovated Sundome, home to Bulls basketball and volleyball.
And some amazing concerts.
Pretty impressive, all right. But here's the key. Because USF offers over 230 degree programs, there's something for everyone.
Backed by a faculty and staff that's dedicated to you and your future. We even have a state-of-the-art degree tracking system.
To make sure you have everything you need to graduate.
And to succeed, this is where you fit in.
This is the University of South Florida.
This is where the Bulls run.
Action.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We do not have the intermission guest from USF again. As I always mention, it's coach's discretion. They did not send first out. No problem. I got a good fill-in. Chris Heller, president of the Solar Bears. Welcome to DSPN Live and UCF Hockey here.
Thanks, Lou. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
First game this season for you here, correct?
It is my first game this year.
What did you think?
I tell you what, I make it to 2 or 3 games a year, and over the last 4 or 5 years, and I feel like every year the quality of play goes up and up. Like I can tell the quality from last year to this year is increased.
It's a lot of fun. It's the war on I-4. You came here at a great time. It's a 1-0 game. If you didn't get to listen on the way in, this USF Bulls team, the first 3 games, they had 32 goals.
Wow.
Then they lost last Saturday to Bob Joyce in Tampa, 3-2 in overtime with the Embry-Riddle Eagles. So they came out the first 3 games in the first 3 games in one period and just crushed their opponents. All of a sudden now, the last 5 or 6 periods, it's been very close hockey. Dietz, number 17 on the USF Bulls, I'm sure you saw him watching from where you were. 80 games in the North American League. That's the kind of quality hockey we have here in ACHA.
It's funny, I remember him last year. This is one of the games I was at last year.
Exactly.
He dominated the game last year.
And you see him now, and he's upset right now because he thought there was a penalty. But you can't give him any time and space. And that's going to aggravate him, Chris, as he's trying to move. He's got 200 feet out here, 100 by 200, and he doesn't have the movement and freedom. And kudos to UCF for clamping him down.
Oh, yeah, they played great defense that period, and you're right. They took away time and space. The penalty kill was excellent. And I'll tell you what, the goalie made some, I don't want to say great saves, but his positioning has been excellent all game long.
He made some really key saves for this UCF team. That's Andrew Casaves is what we call him around here. Now, you're here. I saw you this morning, the Orlando Solar Bears, the ECHL. They are back. Let's talk about the Bears. We got a new coach. We got lots of new players coming in. Let's talk about this season coming up starting a week from Friday.
Yeah, it's some excitement coming up. New coach. Today was the first day of training camp. It was probably the most intense day of training camp I've seen in 13 years. I think I counted 5 different players upchucking, I'll call it, into the bucket towards the end of practice. So the intensity is definitely ratcheted up. Looking forward to an exciting season.
Well, the players got in. They came in the other day or a couple days ago, I guess. They got ready. Today's their first day getting started. They've gone through physicals. The Solar Bears are so thorough with things. They even give members of their broadcast team physicals just to make sure that's where they're supposed to be. And they have a baseline for them as well. You guys are first class with that stuff.
No, it was a great, exciting time of the year. A lot of new faces, from brand new coaching staff to I think 3 guys returning from last year, which might be one of our lowest amount of guys returning. So should be an exciting season, and waiting to get some guys sent to us from Tampa. And as I said, 2 weeks from today, the opening night at the Kia Center.
Oh, it'll be awesome. And speaking of the Kia Center, you can get tickets right there on your screen with Mr. Chris Heller. Call Carmichael. Tell him that Chris and Lewis sent you. Call him now. You're at UCF. I know you're watching the game in the dorms. Call him now. Let's have a big night at the Kia Center. They're opening up with the Everblades.
Yep.
The biggest rival. You think this USF-UCF rival is there? Come out and watch an Everblades Solar Bear game.
It's a rough start to the season. I think we start with Florida first 4 games. So
right.
Need to get started on the right foot and get it going in the right direction.
Well, you did a great job bringing hockey back. The Bears were gone for a while. They came back in 2012. It's grown tremendously here, the game in our area because of that. The Central Florida Hockey Club Bears, the youth travel team, we appreciate what you do for them and for the community. And if you've never been to a Solar Bear game, you got to go. They're great family atmosphere. It's price perfect. It's a lot of fun. You may even see Chris out there. Maybe. I know what you're thinking. Is he really the Solar Bears? He really shades, but he's not. He's not. He thinks he is, but he's not.
I would never do that. I did it one time, and I almost passed out. So
It's
I'll
so
leave it
hot
at
in that thing,
it's
right?
hot, and it was a live shot on the news, and that light hit me, and I almost went down.
Well, again, the Bears go back to work that Friday. Now, 2 weeks from tonight, actually.
2 weeks from tonight.
At the Kia Center, there's single game tickets. There's partial season. There's full season. Whatever you need, family outings. If you want to do a company outing, one night out there, you can do that too, right?
Absolutely. Anything you want, we'll figure out a way to make it work.
So are you going to stay for the second period?
I'll be here all game.
All right, what did you think of the first now? 1-0. We got a great sold-out game. What did you do? What would you tell the team if you're UCF? The only thing I would be concerned about, Chris, is the power play looks really weak.
Yeah, they need to carry the puck a little bit more on the power play. They're trying to go from basically behind the net, three-line pass almost to get up the ice. They just need to skate it up, take your time, get it in the zone.
Yeah, and get control, because Dietz has been on the power play, on the penalty kill, and obviously 5-on-5, and he's been all over the ice. But I think they've done a really good job. It was one of my keys to the game, obviously.
They have done a good job on it.
Yep. Well, again, I want to thank you for everything, for being a great friend to hockey here in our community. And again, click on that QR code, get your tickets. We hope to see you in 2 weeks at the Kia Center. Mr. Heller, thank you always.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back with the second period in just a minute.
Place your deposit now to gain priority for Solar Bears season tickets at OrlandoSolarBearsHockey.com. That's OrlandoSolarBearsHockey.com.
Francesco's Italian Restaurant represents the best of the Mediterranean and the official Italian restaurant of DSPN Live. Indulge in a tapestry of rich and vibrant flavors straight from the heart of southern Italy. Our mission is simple: carefully preparing and serving the most flavorful Italian dishes using only the freshest local ingredients for an experience that will delight your senses. Make memories and celebrate life as you enjoy signature flavors of our authentic Italian hand-tossed pizzas, classic Italian pasta, and seafood. Francesco's is located at 400 South Orlando Avenue, Maitland, Florida. Reservations 407-960-5533, and tell them that Lewis sent you.
We want to welcome you to the newest neighborhood of Disney Springs, Town Center.
I'm sort of bubbling over today. Our Imagineers did absolutely a gorgeous job. I have so much enthusiasm for watching the guests explore.
Disney Springs is an amazing choice to get outside of the theme parks. We invite you to come and explore.
I think our guests are going to see a number of things that are just going to surprise and delight them. First and foremost is the spring. It is absolutely breathtaking. It's the heart and soul of this property.
In addition to that, we've got some really cool brands, some wonderful operating participants that they're going to find here today.
Only Disney could do this. This is what completes the story of Disney Springs.
All right, we are back to live action, and the reason is we have a special shout-out coming, courtesy of Mr. Heller.
We want to say hi to Levi, Vivian, and Amelia up in North Carolina.
Watching.
They're
live
watching,
on
yep,
YouTube.
They're watching on YouTube.
And you got family over on the coast, right?
Coast.
In-laws?
Yeah, they're up in Wheeling right now.
Oh,
West
they
Virginia. Yep. So everyone's up in Wheeling.
Isn't everybody related in Wheeling? Aren't you guys all family?
Yeah, my wife's my third sister, or third cousin. So.
All right, we're getting ready to go back down to the ice. The players are out, and we'll get back to live action here in just about 1 minute and 9 seconds. Want to thank you for joining us here on DSPN Live. We got a sold-out crowd. We've got our man right back here. Isaac, I want to thank you for stepping out and giving me a chance to talk to the president of the Solar Bears, Chris Heller. All right, we got 45 seconds left. What's your intermission speech if you're the USF Bulls coach?
If I'm the Bulls coach, I would say let's take advantage of how UCF wants to play chippy hockey. I was just talking with the media operations manager again for USF, and he told me that going into the locker room, Dietz was furious. He was throwing his stick around. He's angry. He's pissed off. He's ready to go. If I'm the UCF coach, I would say, look, we're up 1-0. Let's play some tough, gritty hockey like most teams in the NHL we've seen play, and they go on to win the Stanley Cup. Let's see that tonight. Let's win the war on I-4. But like I said before, USF's angry, especially their star player, Dietz. He wants to get out there. He was looking for a penalty. It wasn't called, Lewis.
Well, if the referee doesn't call it, it's kind of like, you know, living with your parents, right? They have the final say while you're living at home.
Yeah.
So I just got a text from the bench of USF. They said, we apologize. We couldn't get first over there. Then by the time they were trying, they couldn't make his way through the crowd. So again, kudos to them. Maybe we can try to do 2 in 1 period. We'll see. But right now, the players are back. The fans are back. I don't even think the fans went down to Bear Bites for a snack because nobody wants to miss the action here at the Advent Health Orlando Ice Den. Seelar in to take the draw. That puck goes all the way back down. It is so loud in here. Isaac is standing right next to me, and you can hear the crowd through our muffs.
It is loud, and the lines were so long out there just to buy a hot dog.
Crazy. All right, now let's see. Dietz will have to control his emotions as you don't want to put yourself in a compromising position or go shorthanded. You're dominating the game. Again, it's only 1-0. Plenty of time. As you see Renner backhand that up to Fuller. We got an icing call and a whistle. Just 19:26 left here in the second.
This is interesting.
I'm sorry.
No.
Much different game than the first weekend we were here with the Citadel, where it was very one-sided. The ice was very tilted. This is a battle here. And again, there are no regionals in ACHA for this level. You're going to make nationals based off rankings. You'll get an automatic bid if you win College Hockey South. Those playoffs are down in Coral Springs in February. Ever so important, these division games, let alone the rival. Bulls over here on the near side, holding on to that puck is Mr. Lee. He gets it down deep to Mudge. Battle 2-on-2 in the corner. Fans banging on the glass. Gotta love it. Mudge comes out with a puck right out into the slot. Turn shot just missed. Chipped up. Again, off the stick of Fuller. Little sloppy start again for UCF. Bulls retreat in their own end. They come right back. There's Uhrig. Does a couple of curls. Gets around everybody. Stick check. Finally poked away. Excellent job. Here comes Samuel Payne. Payne coming in. Still with the puck. Payne throws it. Glove save. Great job by Payne as he fought through 3 Bulls to get that shot off.
I don't know how he did that, Lewis. I mean, you got to have feet of a true ice skater there. You know, he is just moving around like an Iceman right now on this rink that we've talked about so much today and how it brings advantages and disadvantages to teams that aren't used to it like USF. But what a great move of the skates there.
18:20 left, second period. Got a bad face-off. We're going to drop it again. So they're going to throw Duhaime out and put Dietz in. Dietz going up against Samuel Payne. This is his first shift. We'll see how he does. Up and off the boards. Trying to get it to him. There's Duhaime. Backhand pass. Battle down in the corner. Great job holding on. Now he takes him down. Looking for a penalty. That won't do much for his patience as he was taken down by Worth. He's battling along. He comes out with the puck. Pass to Duhaime. Back up to the point. There's a shot high and over the head into the netting. So Dietz is going to talk to the officials again. He was they were clutching and grabbing him. I can understand his frustration right there. Evan Worth. So the official tells him that the face-off is going to be to the left. Oh, well, it's supposed to be to the left of Cass. Half the teams are on the other side. Now they come back. Mr. Graziati, local product, wins that draw. Teammate of Sealars and Dre's on the Florida AAA team. There's a shot and a goal! Ragged it right to the middle. Off the face-off, Ryan Lorius. 1-1 the Bulls. Watch this replay.
So let's take a look at this one, Lewis. We see that the Bulls, who are hungry for a goal, are fighting on the boards there. It looks like the UCF guy got tied up. That was number 24, Graziati. And we just see control of the puck by Ryan Loris. He's the defenseman for the Bulls and just takes a shot there right to the net. That's what USF needed to this period, and now they've tied the game, Lewis.
All right, we'll get back to live action in just a second. I want to show you one other thing on that replay if I can. After the face-off, all 4 Knights, or 4 of the 5 Knights on the ice, retreated back. We talked so much about time and space in the first period. There's a tripping call coming up, and it's going to be Dietz. But the time and space was not given, was not there that particular time. Now, Dietz going in the box. The power play we talked about, even with Chris Heller during the intermission, that it's been unorganized. They have to carry the puck. They have to gain the zone. Let's see what they do. Brewster probably talked about that with them as well. Seelar, Renner, Graziati, Fuller in to take the draw. Flanagan with the puck. Knights throw it down in the corner here. Renner trying to get it back up to the point. Couldn't do it. Comes back up to the point. Does go off the stick of Flanagan. Flanagan retreats in his own end. Cass having some fun with Rosello. I think everybody was laughing at that. There's Seelar. Renner on the half wall. Backdoor pass. Seelar picks it right back up. They got a man in front. Loose puck. Scramble. Oh, couldn't get his stick on it. Was Fuller. It was in the blue paint. Wow. Over on the far side. Seelar now. He picks it up on the half wall. Seelar trying to get it to Graziati. Renner picks it up. Throws it right across the crease. Fuller was there. And on the Olympic sheet, that comes all the way back down the other end. Flanagan. Renner. 1 minute left. Renner takes a shot, just missed on the short side. It's going to go out on the far side to Rosello. He clears it, not all the way down. Worth with the puck. Down behind the goal line. Worth still with the puck. Golden opportunity for these Knights with being up a man, and the man in the box is Dietz. That's a double dip if they could take advantage of it. Flanagan all the way back. 30 seconds left. He's been on for the minute 30. 27 on 27. Kolowa there. Up here on the near side, here's Worth. Worth comes in again. Worth holding on. Turnover. Kolowa. 2-on-2, maybe a 3-on-2. They're going to give up an odd man rush. Backdoor! Shot and a goal! Short-handed goal. We saw it coming up here. Number 9 on the goal, Jonathan Heller. Watch this play.
This is a great play by USF here. They took advantage of UCF not having good communication again. Odd man rush comes in. We saw a shot on goal. And not a shot on goal, but a great pass on down to number 9, Jonathan Heller, the defenseman, and he took advantage of that one on the shorthanded goal there, Lewis.
A shorthanded goal by this Bulls team, my bad, as we go back to even strength. We'll have to get the assist in a minute. 22 on the assist. So the power play problems continue for this UCF Knights team. Before it was, hey, we didn't get in the offensive end. Then it was, we were very unorganized, and now it's a shorthanded goal. Special teams playing a big part here right now. As they say, he's on sides. Continuing with it was first. 2-1. 2 quick goals this period for the Bulls. Looking for more. There's a shot. Pad save, rebound on the far side. They got a 2-on-1 this way. Nice step up by First. The Long Island native from Comac, the high school all-star up there. Just stepped up. It looked like it was going to be a 2-on-1. He broke that pass up and prevented a golden opportunity for these Knights. As Action Jackson going out on the far side. Circle shot, pad save! Kelly right there just couldn't get his stick on it. Back and forth we go now. Renner with the puck. Renner. We got an icing call and a whistle.
Something I wanted to point out there, Lewis, that's not going to be in the box score, but Heller had a great defensive stop there from the puck. That puck was going right to a UCF Knight who would have had maybe a one-on-one chance to score a goal there to tie this game. Something for UCF, for Coach Brewster to look at is how do we communicate better in the opposing zone when we have a power play. I mean, this is just something we've seen from the Knights.
The Knights power play struggled early last year. They made a change. They put Action Jackson on, and then they lit it up 4 or 5 games in a row. Still looking in that comfort zone, trying to get things worked out. In the take the draw is Graziati. Back up to the point again. All the Knights retreating in, leaving the points wide open. A lot of time and space for the point of the USF Bulls to make a play. Graziati trying to chip it around. Couldn't do it. Excellent defense by Pearson Lee. Graziati pins him against the boards. Puck chipped into the Knight zone, picked up by Flanagan. It goes up and off the wall all the way down. 13-18 left. We got an icing call.
This is another point to make. In the last couple games before they played Lynn against Citadel, one thing I noticed was how many times they had so many fluke passes. Passes that went awry, passes that didn't get to the same guy on their team. And this is another thing that we've seen with the Knights tonight. They have not been able to get the puck to their fellow teammates. I just don't understand. And USF is taking advantage of those mistakes, Lewis, as they fight for the puck here on the ice.
Oh, shot just missed again. Bouncing puck, big collision.
No penalty there.
No, play continues. Battle on the boards. Bulls able to get that one out. Coming up here on the half wall, thrown right in front. Good back check by Flanagan. Flanagan was right on top of Bogdanov, who was cutting to the net. Nice battle there. Knights win that one. Far side. Up and off the board. Stays in play. Bouncing puck. Shimoni there. The South Florida product. He goes down. Play continues. Fans looking for a call. The referee says play on. Coming through center is Mudge. Mudge with the puck. Looking. Holds on. Backhand shot. Cass with the save.
It looked like the puck got free there a little bit in between his legs, but good save by Andrew. And yet still, UCF gets one chance, they mess it up. They get another chance, they mess it up. USF, it seems, even though they might be down a guy, they take advantage of those chances right now. They lead the Knights by 5 shots on goal, 17-12 right now here in the second period.
Hey, special shout out to my favorite realtor over in the Tampa area, Jonathan Roby. If you need any help with your sons or daughters, or if you just want to buy a house in the Tampa area in the beautiful beaches, Jonathan Roby, give him a call. Tell him that Louis DePaulo, your friend from DSPN Live and UCF Hockey, sent you. We got a face-off to the right of Cass. Dietz in to take the draw. He's going up against Sorrentino. Sorrentino wins that one into the corner. Hill up and off the boards. Sorrentino there, lost it. Dangerous pass across. They get it over to Hill. That goes off the stick of Carson Mueller. It's a turnover for the Bulls. Now Hill picks that one up. Grandpa comes in, tries to get a shot off. He's been playing forward. This game he moved back to D, with Dre being off on the bench with an upper body injury that's pretty obvious when you look at the bench and you see the poor kid in a sling. There's Dietz. 1 stick check, 2 stick checks, 3 from behind. He's got 2 left. He comes in, shot, big save. Cass with the save. Watch this replay.
Let's take a look at Dietz here, Lewis. This man is known for his speed.
Brewster will go all over this. You cannot allow that to happen if you're a UCF Knight.
No, you cannot, and he's known for his speed. He gets right by 3 UCF Knights. And here's another thing. They almost had an own goal there. That would have been really bad for the Knights, but still, Koss just covers it up there. Amazing footwork from Dietz.
He went around everybody. Time and space key. You need to play the body. Don't worry about the puck. Just stop him as he gets the puck. Shot, pad save, rebounds, shot, a save again. Here's Seelar, chips it up. Fuller, the Tampa product, would love to score on his hometown team. Coming in hard with that was Seelar. He lost it. Bulls on the far side. Seelar on the back check. We got a penalty coming up as he takes Kevin Rosello down. We got a hooking call. We're going to have a power play for the USF Bulls and a Michael T. Gibson penalty kill for the UCF Knights.
54, minor penalty hooking.
You heard Maddox Heller. I want to thank our officials for wearing the mics for me. Hooking call. Well, is turnabout fair play. The last penalty we had, the Bulls went in and scored shorthanded. Can the Knights respond in kind? Anything possible here on the Frozen War on I-4. That goes off the stick of Duhaime. They've got a man down low. That's Ott. Couldn't get it to him. Back up to the point. There's Lorius. Lorius has the goal that got it started for the Bulls. Back door, shot and a goal! Beautiful play. Maddox Heller says no interference on the back door. We got a power play goal. Here's your replay coming up. Watch the right side of your screen.
So once again, we see the playmaking from Dietz. He's controlling the puck. Fuller trying to make something here, maybe try and fake him out. But still, no attack from the UCF defense. Koss was looking for the goalie interference. He looked like he was stopped there. He didn't even have his glove on his hand. And yet, to no avail, USF scores again.
Looks like Pearson Lee's going to get credit for that goal. Bulls now starting that stampede to the scorer's box. My bad on that. Get them 3-1. We'll get the official call from our PA announcer, Ryan Navalis, in just a minute.
USF power play goal scored by number 12, Jacob Duhaime.
I was right.
Assist to number 21, Ryan Lorius. Time of the goal, 9:32.
So Lorius with his second point. You saw Duhaime coming in on the back door. The UCF defense didn't see it. And beautiful play now. We were even with shots, now 21-12 in favor of the Bulls as they take another one that went off Flanagan's stick over into the corner. Nice reversal. Cycled on the far side. That's Heller there, Jonathan Heller. There's a turnover. Bulls the Knights have to come in and maintain their composure right now as they gain the puck right off the bench. Coming in, looking, thought he was going to take a shot. Joseph Kovac. There's a battle down low. Kovac comes out with it, doesn't walk with it yet, throws it out in front. Off the stick and into the corner. Kovac picks it back up, backhands it in. Nice back check, or stick check, I should say. Beckham Buffard. 9 minutes and 7 seconds left. That's up to Buffard. He goes out on the far side. Couple of players go down. Chance for the Knights. Coming in, looking. Shot, pad save, rebound over the stick of Nicholas Kelly as he went right to where he's supposed to go and stopped in front of the net. Just a bouncing puck. Couple of players went down. We got a penalty coming up behind the play. Knights going to the box. We're going to have another power play as it's been a stampede now to the penalty box. So we got a roughing call going to Nicholas Kelly, and we have a power play for the Bulls. Scored on their last one. A Michael T. Gibson penalty killed these UCF Knights. This is a big penalty now for the Knights, Isaac.
UCF cannot control their composure, it seems, Lewis. This has been an issue, and I don't know what UCF expects to do here.
Well, they're going to have to get out of this. You certainly don't want to go down 4-1 after leading the first 1-0. This second period is 3 goals given up in about a 9-minute span. Here's Dietz over here. Dietz with a one-timer, glove save by Katz on that one. Here's your replay.
Dietz trying to make something work again. He's known for making big plays here. He's going to get the puck right here from his teammate. Just a quick, nice, nifty pass, and the one-timer goes right into the glove of Andrew Koss. What a save by the goalie.
He was ready for that shot. Great pass across. He let it go, wasted no time. Jason and I have talked so many times. It's not about how hard the shot is, Isaac. It's how quick you get it on net. And he was ready, and he let it go. Now he comes in again, gets around the whole defense, takes a shot again. Dietz still with the puck. Pass, shot, blocked in front. Renner with that one.
Good block.
Minute 12 left. Duhaime off a skate, turnover. Dumped in nicely by Joseph Kovac. He's going to go off on a line change. So far this first minute, a little bit better effort than the penalty kill the last time for the Knights. Bouncing puck into the far side, trying to get it over to Dietz. They miss. Actually, Lorius picked that one up. Duhaime with a save, rebound, picked up behind the net. Dietz stole that one. Dietz looking, holding on. Drop pass on the wall to Lorius. Back up to Dietz, right in the slot. Takes a ripper up and over the head of everybody. Goes behind the net, and that's cleared all the way back down. 22 seconds and counting. Dietz again with the puck. Dietz, far side, gains the blue line. He's 1-on-4. Just pulls up, so composed with the puck. Still with it, turned it over. Unable to get the puck out was Worth. Battling on the boards. We got 2 seconds. One. Bulls able to come up with it. There's first. Looking for the return pass. Shot just missed. As we're back to even strength. So they survived that with 6.5 minutes left. But right now being severely outplayed this period. A couple of players go down behind the play. That's First and Sorrentino. First trying to sneak in, Sorrentino there. Good job by Anthony making sure he had his man covered on the back door. Bulls maintain possession in the offensive end. Still with the puck, right up top, going low to high. There's First, he threw it in front. Went off of Cass, comes all the way back down. Cooper there. Jonathan Cooper getting harassed. Turn, Kelly with a shot. Terrific forecheck by number 91 for the black and gold. Bulls come right back at you, though. Bulls with it. They got 2 men in going toward the slot. Urig was one of them. Turnover. Here's Fuller. Fuller and Seelar. That shot goes behind. Seelar with a shot. Great back check there by Enzo DeRaspi. Remember that one, as that rebound was coming right to Seelar, and he was ready to bang it home into an open net. 2-goal lead for the Bulls. It was 1-0 after one. There's a shot by Seelar from the top. Pad save by Cook. Kicked into the corner. As we approach the 5-minute mark remaining in the second period. The frozen war on I-4 never lets us down. Sold out building, wall-to-wall people. We got a bunch of people watching on the stream. Fuller just dumps it in on the far side. Nobody there. DeRaspi able to pick it back up behind his own end. 4:40, clock's ticking away. Enzo coming in. Enzo gains the blue line. Backhand pass all the way across. Got that over to Lex Petrov, wearing number 20 tonight. Late addition, just got called up tonight. There's a shot pad save as we got the net is off, I believe. Petrov, good story. Most of these teams have two teams at each university. UCF not so much. But the Bulls have two teams. The Division III team that we're watching now playing UCF, and they have the ACDC team, which is new in ACHA this year. It's the developmental division. They will not be eligible for their own nationals, but they will get a regional playoff. There's a shot up and into the netting. But so my point of that was that number 20, Petrov, got called up today. He wasn't scheduled to play. Zach Fleer, number 24, for the Bulls, unable to make it. And the reason? He had a test that he couldn't get out of. True student athletes here on DSPN Live, the UCF Hockey Network. But again, kudos to both teams, the student athletes showing proud on both sides. There's a shot, glove save by Cook. Speaking of student athletes, the other goaltender that's probably going to play tomorrow, Jonathan Coleman, his older brother, Sammy the Bull, I used to call him, he graduated. He was studying to become an oncologist. I always love to get the backstories. That's why I wanted to talk, just missed on that one, to first and see what his reasoning was for coming down to USF, but we'll see if we can get him on maybe before the end of the show. Meanwhile, UCF coming back. Pass off the skate of Graziotti. Good vision by Joseph Kovac. Kovac behind the net. He saw Worth coming in. Kovac still with it. Takes a shot. Holding on to the post was Cook. 3:30 left and counting. Beckham Buffard. Worth. Worth comes in. Looking, holds, trying to cut through. Still with the puck as he was nearly able to pull the trigger. It's a save. Ratliff with that. They got a turnover. They had a man all the way back. Coming out is Kasave, and he missed that one. Andrew Cass. I think his mom nearly fell off the bench next to us. And that puck comes all the way back down. Curran there. Follow up. Duhaime. Toe drag. Far side. Just missed. Cass is down. Lost the stick. Second save. Oh, boy. His stick is behind him. Behind the goal. There's a second shot from the point and a goal.
Man, oh, man.
Nolan Ott. The boys were running around in their own end. As you'll see, UCF chasing the puck side to side.
Koss gave it his all there, Lewis, and number 19 just got it in. He had no stick in his hand, and yet USF taking more advantage of the mistakes by the Knights. They're up 4-1 here. You want to have that back if you're UCF. Like you said, they love to pressure near the net, but they don't bring anyone out from that area. I think that's been detrimental for the Knights tonight, Lewis.
So we'll get the official score in a minute. 4 goals in this second period, and they may not be done yet. There's a shot and a goal. It's Dietz this time. And Dietz into the boards. The Bulls all over the Knights. Here's your replay.
See Dietz here. He's trying to make a name for himself. He's been doing it, and he just gets right under, he comes and tries to get under the first player there, which was number 27, Flanagan. He loses the puck, brings it back around, and shoots and scores a goal. And now the Bulls are up 5-1, Lewis.
The Bulls, the stampede starts here, and it's going to Pamplona because they are on fire right now. 5-1. This was a 1-0 game at the end of one. Shots were 10-10. Now they are 32-16. The Bulls just flexing their muscles here tonight.
Scored by number 19, Nolan Ott. Assist to number 9, Jonathan Heller. Time of the goal, 17-18 of the second period.
That was the first goal. There's a shot again.
Goal scored by number 17, Grant Dietz. Assist to number 12, Jacob Duhaime. Time of the goal, 17.
So there you go. The boys are back at it again. Here comes Seelar. Seelar takes a shot. That just goes wide, comes all the way back out. Minute 48 and counting. Curran with the puck. Dumps it in. Seelar's going to pick it up. Goes behind the net. Picked up by Gaffiatulin. GT turns. Burns coming through center. May go all the way to the net, and he does. Going to try to pick up a loose puck behind the net. Great play, skating all 200 feet for Coach Brewster. That is number 8, Tara Gaffiatulin. Picks the puck back up again. Still with it. Looking for a place to go. Nobody's there, so he just turns, fires it in. Off of Cook. Went behind the net, chipped up, not out. Bouncing puck off the stick. Last minute of play in the second period. Bulls collide with Mueller. Mueller lost the puck, comes right back to center. Poked away. Picked up by the Bulls, Tompikov. Takes a shot. Cass with a save.
They're getting chippy.
32.3 seconds left. So our first intermission guest was Ryan First. I don't know if they're going to send him out or not. I've never done an interview with 2 players from the opposing team, so probably not likely to happen. I don't know if Renner is going to come. Again, coach's decision. We'll see. And players' decision. You know, we're just here to have a good time and see if they want to come out. Is Renner able to clear that one? He and Flanagan. Over on the far boards, Knights go down. Puck comes back up and out. Enzo Duraspi there. 13 seconds left. Maybe a chance for the Knights if they can get the possession of the puck at the blue line. Unable to do so. 2-1. And that's going to do it. We got some pushing and shoving as Renner goes in now. I don't think we're going to get a call. I'll see if I can get something down on the ice. Nope. So Renner gave a little glove touch to Mr. Ryan Cook. Good sportsmanship there. We'll see if Renner is going to come over and join us here on DSPN Live with UCF hockey here tonight. The Frozen War on I-4. In the meantime, Isaac?
What's the name of the game, Lewis? You got to score to win. USF scored 5 goals. They had 11 shots on goal in the first period. They gained 23 more. Meanwhile, UCF had 11 in the first period as well and only gained 6 more. That should tell you right there, folks, what's been going on in this second period. It's 5-1 Bulls. This war on I-4 is looking like a shellacking right now on UCF. Maybe the Knights can have the chance to come back here. I'd assume Coach Brewster is trying to fire his team up once they go in the locker room, but Knights got to turn something around here. Maybe it's communication. Maybe it's passing the puck around more and actually getting it somewhere. But very interesting period that we saw the Bulls take advantage of here.
Well, we're supposed to have Mr. Renner here for an interview. I don't know that's going to happen either. May not be our night for interviews, Isaac. Just waiting to see if he's coming out. I don't know if Mr. Renner trying to do something that we have not done here, and that's get an interview with the players so everybody at home and in the stands can hear. Again, coach's discretion, so if we don't have a player interview, we will move on to the next thing. But if Renner does come out, we'll get him on live with you.
but because they are hard.
Mercy, go. SMA is go.
Yellows are go.
GNC go. Prop go. AVI go. SCE go. GC go. Go. OSM go. Go for initiate terminal count.
FTS go.
And resilience rises.
Give you a go to resume count and launch Artemis 1.
And liftoff of Artemis 1. We rise together back to the moon and beyond.
So when does it start? It starts with a mission, driven by a greater Orlando. It starts with a region united by a love for the game. When does it stop? It doesn't. Because here there is no off-season. It starts when you accept the challenge, when you share the love, when there's a reason to rally, when I becomes we. It starts when you have access to every court, every field, every moment. It starts when you have options. Lots of options. It starts when you come for the game, but stay for the magic. When we shoot for the belt, the cup, the gold. So when does it start? It starts when you say, go.
It's a vision so strong. It has the power to transform a community. It focuses on results rather than activities, and stands out by refusing to stand still. It challenges us to be better than we are today, and ignites extraordinary change. It believes anything is achievable and rejects the status quo. It breaks through all boundaries and limitations by staying focused on the purpose. It leads deliberately with integrity, honor, and responsibility, and inspires the courage to act. It values partnership and collaboration as one mind and one voice. From innovation to impact, Orlando has made its mark on the world stage. Home of the country's second largest university, UCF, a leader focused on making a difference. fueled by an unwavering determination to redefine possibility. It has influenced the world forever. It's not a matter of chance. It's a matter of choice. UCF.
Brain injuries happen to more than just football players. In fact, studies show that car accident victims are likely to suffer brain injuries. Headaches, dizziness, and blurred vision could all be signs of traumatic brain injury, and all brain injuries are serious. At our firm, our attorneys are trained to look for the signs and symptoms of brain injury. We know the science and the right doctors so that you get the right care and your injuries are appropriately diagnosed. If you've been injured in an accident and are experiencing symptoms, call us today. Our firm and our family are here for you.
For all of your mortgage needs, think Seminole Money Tree. Our dedicated staff delivers exceptional one-on-one service that is second to none in the industry. Yes, the American dream of homeownership is alive and well, but it takes the right team to make it happen. We offer FHA, VA, and conventional financing anywhere in the state. For more information, visit us at SeminoleMoneyTree.com, established 1986. The Orlando Ice Den Pro Shop is your one-stop shop for all your hockey needs. The Pro Shop carries all lines of the top protective gear and equipment. The Ice Den staff is trained to fit you in the right gear and recommend the best equipment for your skater skill level. Stop by the Ice Den Pro Shop now, or you can call them at 407-916-2552 and tell them that Lewis sent you.
Place your deposit now to gain priority for Solar Bears season tickets at OrlandoSolarBearsHockey.com. That's OrlandoSolarBearsHockey.com.
I'm attorney Michael T. Gibson. You will never see my firm parade around its clients with large cardboard checks that suggest they won the lottery. Years ago, I warned you that those billboard ads with cardboard lottery-type checks would send the wrong message. Thanks in part to those ads, the Florida legislature changed the laws and made it harder for you to win a case. Being injured in an accident is not winning the lottery. You need a lawyer now more than ever. If you've been in an accident, call us. Our firm and our family are here for you.
Francesco's Italian Restaurant represents the best of the Mediterranean and the official Italian restaurant of DSPN Live. Indulge in a tapestry of rich and vibrant flavors straight from the heart of southern Italy. Our mission is simple: carefully preparing and serving the most flavorful Italian dishes using only the freshest local ingredients for an experience that will delight your senses. Make memories and celebrate life as you enjoy signature flavors of our authentic Italian hand-tossed pizzas, classic Italian pasta, and seafood. Francesco's is located at 400 South Orlando Avenue, Maitland, Florida. Reservations 407-960-5533 and tell them that Lewis sent you. If you're looking to turn that old bath into a master spa, your kitchen into a gourmet restaurant, or build your dream house from scratch, look no further than Heathrow Custom Homes. Greg Murcock has been in the construction business for over 30 years and has expanded his family-run organization to the U.S. from Canada. Heathrow Custom Homes provides expert design, craftsmanship, communication, and professionalism throughout the process. How do I know? I'm a customer and now a friend. You can see some of their work on Facebook under Heathrow Custom Homes or Instagram HC Homes USA. Call Greg today for your free consultation at 407-267-1989 or email him at heathrowcustomhomes@gmail.com and tell him Lewis sent you.
Vision 2045 is a community-driven vision plan determining the future path of Seminole County.
This county's been around for a little over 100 years. We've done a lot of phenomenal things. We have great parks, good schools, roads. So what Envision 2045 is doing is, what's next? What does the community want?
As Florida's natural choice, Seminole County is distinctive, with 1/3 of the county designated for limited development within the rural boundary.
And so here, this is the East Rural area.
and the Wekiva River Protection Area.
It is about maintaining our way of life and kind of the culture we have, but also accommodating growth to a certain degree.
You still want to have growth because you want to have a tax base and you want to have, make sure that the economy is still going to be strong within your county, but you also want to grow in a way that still gives everyone a good quality of life.
That is why community input and engagement is so important.
You don't know until somebody tells you, and so really going out and listening to the community, hearing what they have to say, hearing what they think our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, and really what we can do to make Seminole County one of the best communities in Central Florida.
This is their community, this is where they live, so in order for this to be the place that they want to live and work, they need to be engaged and involved in the process of, okay, how do we want the county to, look in the future?
We need to hear what you want because it's your county. At the end of the day, we all have to work together. At the end of the day, it's not my vision, it's our vision. And that's what 2045 is going to do.
All right, as the officials come back on the ice, Louis DiPaolo, my man Isaac here helping us out on color. Tough second period for the Knights.
Yeah, you allow 5 goals. I mean, we also have the numbers here. USF went up 23 shots on goal. UCF only 6.
In that period.
In that period alone. I mean, I don't know what Brewster's got to say to his team. I was just speaking to a fan down here for UCF, and he said it looks like there's no communication on the ice. They can't get the defense going. They can't score. They can't get shots on goal. USF is taking advantage of all these mistakes, plus the 2 penalties UCF had in the second. That's going to give you the score you got right now, Lewis.
Power play goals, shorthanded goal, lots of things going the Bulls' way right now. Speaking of the UCF Knights, want to give a special shout out to my friend, Mr. Anthony Mariani and his family, former coach. He was here for 5 years, 6 years on the bench, Anthony was. He moved up. His daughter's playing AAA in Rochester. Want to say hi to the girls for us here. We appreciate, we miss you. And Coach Cannoli. We used to have Cannoli before the games. So miss you, man. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying it. And I bet you can't wait for the winter, right? That'll be fun. All right, we got about a minute left, and then we're going to go down to the ice level. The officials were not Grant Dietz's favorite people in the first period. He talked about he was very upset in the locker room, and then he comes out in the second period, channeled his energy properly, and as a result, he scored, got Duham involved, got everybody going, and it was just like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, and that's been he's been a playmaker for USF tonight. UCF controlled him a little bit in the first period, but I think, like you just said, Lewis, he channeled that energy, and he came out stronger than most of the entire UCF team. So it's going to be interesting to see how they can neutralize him here in the third period. Maybe UCF can tie the game. Maybe they can get a couple shots, but we'll see here. They got to play better.
Well, there's only, 2 things that can happen when you get that involved. Let me change this for you at home real quick. Is either the energy will be positive or it will be a negative effect, and it was a positive effect. And I would expect that from Grant Dietz because he played in the North American Hockey League, played 80 games up there. Could have went and played NCAA college hockey, decided he wanted to come down here to the beautiful state, the hockey capital of the world, Florida, with all the Stanley Cups, with all the games, the college teams winning their national championships. So it's a pleasure to broadcast these games and to see the level of play grow every year, as you heard Chris Heller talking about it. Seelar there. Again, Seelar could have went and played junior somewhere. Him and Graziotti were on the Florida Alliance, the AAA team, along with Dre, Flanagan. But they decided, you know what? I've played a lot of really competitive hockey my entire life. I can stay in state, go to college, and continue playing really competitive hockey as The Florida Gators won the national championship Division II a couple years ago. FAU won it. They beat FAU as that's deflected. Then FAU won last year. Division I, Tampa, University of Tampa, the Spartans won Division I this past year. Now we got a penalty coming up. And Flanagan there. So we're going to have a UCF power play coming up, Seminole Money Tree power play. And University of Miami, not to be outdone, won Division III. So, in addition to the Stanley Cups, the college hockey in our state has been terrific.
For
now,
sure.
UCF power play. It has been, the Seminole Money Tree power play has been powerless, Isaac. And in fact, they even gave up a shorthanded goal. We'll see now if that second intermission speech from Coach Booster will affect this power play, which has been very inept tonight. There's Fuller's got to be careful. Fuller comes up with a puck. Renner with a bouncing shot and a goal! I told you to watch Renner on the power play. He gets it to the net. Here it is.
JT Fuller, I'm pretty sure had the assist there, Lewis. He was fighting on the boards for the frozen biscuit, got it back to Renner, who had that power play called against him in the second period. Bingo bongo is what I like to say with plays like that. And UCF comes out 55 seconds into the third period and scores a goal. They're only down 3 now, Lewis.
They must have heard Mariani. He must have called in, because I know that locker room would have been blowing up after that second period. So a power play goal for this UCF Knights team. Down just 3 now. Plenty of times they scored that one with 55 seconds into the third period. Dietz takes his man down. Gaffey Tool in, waiting there. GT with the puck, couldn't get it out. We'll get the official call from, oh, we have a goal, Duhaime on that one. I didn't even see that go in as they changed goaltenders. They put Philip Hall in. The first shot against Hall, and it's a goal. Here's your replay.
USF got real quick back up to it, Lewis. They didn't let one goal from the Knights stop them. And like you said, Hall was replacing Koss. Quick backhander. What a shot from number 12.
Duhaime with a goal that on a stone-cold goalie. Now Dietz going in for unsportsmanlike conduct. We got all kinds of crazy going on here tonight. So, I'm sorry, we're going to have a UCF power play coming up, right? So we'll have a power play coming up, and we got the 6th goal of the game for the Bulls.
Oh! Scored by number 21, Robert Renner. Assist to number 6, J.T. Fuller. And to number 54, Thomas Sela.
Here's Flanagan. Renner on the other side. Loose puck in front, scramble, lots of pushing and shoving. The officials get in there right away. Make sure. So we got a goalie change. As you see, number 29 in net, Philip Hall. He's warming up. Hey, welcome to the game, right? You put him in stone cold the third period. But you got to be ready. That's part of the game. That's the way it rolls. And so that shot by Duhaime, that backhander kind of quieted the crowd after they just made it 5-2. We'll see what happens here. Again, another power play opportunity. Still 17:56 left in this third period. Listen, anything can happen in this. We've seen plenty of crazy. Speaking of crazy, I want to thank our cameraman, Jake Rojano, the best in the business. He's got a couple of players down in front. So Duhaime unassisted as we get the official call. Graziati. We got a whistle now. We got a high stick call. So we have some UCF alumni sitting next to us here that don't agree with the call. Fuller, now that's a penalty that coach will not be happy with. You're down, you're in the offensive end, you take a high sticking penalty, and not only do you eliminate the power play, now you're going to be short in 1:09 for 51 seconds.
Yeah, not too good for UCF there. Fuller looked really angry going into the box, Lewis.
All right, we're going to skate 4-on-4 on the big ice. And I'm sure Mr. Dietz will be out there soon as Renner backhands that. Stolen right out of the air. Bulls coming right back in at you. Flanagan there. Flanagan, just a terrific defenseman. Reminds me of another kid I coached, Keith Smealy. Another AAA player, ended up going to Florida State. Didn't play hockey up there because of the fact they don't have an ice rink there and they practice in Columbus, Georgia. But great defenseman, plays the position very well. Seelar has that one poked from him by Uhrig. Those guys battling on the far side. Enzo DeRaspi here. Enzo with the puck. There's Flanagan again, forces a turnover. Seelar chips it up. Bouncing over puck. We got an opportunity here, maybe. Oh, we got an offside call, says Jimmy Liberati, much to the chagrin of the bench and the fans, and it was a little bit late as it looked like we had a breakaway going in on Mr. Cook.
Yep, and Coach Brewster, I don't know how he keeps his composure on the bench right now. I'm looking down on him, and he's calm the entire time. I'd be flared up right now if I was the coach, but we'll see what UCF can do here.
Brewster's a pretty quiet guy. As for his predecessor, not so much. But in the meantime, coming right back at you. All right, Dietz is out on the ice. Now we got a power play for the next 45 seconds for this USF Bulls team. Now up 6-2. Pass right across. They missed DeRaspi. Dietz is there to pick it up. Dietz looking. He's coming in, skating, holding on, trying to get around Hill. Hill played up at University of Wisconsin. Takes him down. Great play by number 5, Mr. Chris Grandpa Hill. Hill just missed first on that one. Again, grad school, played ACHA hockey up in Wisconsin. Great addition to the team. Dietz picks it right back up. We're back at even strength. Here's your replay coming up.
What a save here by Hall. As you can see here, we see Dietz trying to move in on the left circle there. He tries to get it in front to another teammate of his, and just a good body save and glove save also by Hall. And USF denied another goal. They have 36 shots on goal. Meanwhile, UCF just has 21.
So if Hall makes a save, do we still call it a ka-save? We'll have to come up with something for Hall. All right, back to live action here. Coming in, Sorrentino. Sorrentino with the follow-up on the shot as he made the pass over to Shimoni. Got the rebound, Graziati there. Graziati down low. Now, Bulls, far side. Dietz, pass right through. Curran, Duhaime here. Duhaime's going to the net. Nice job by Renner. Bulls going to have to regroup. There's Dietz. There's a missed opportunity right there as he comes in. We got an offside call. Watch this play right here. This is what I was talking about earlier. He comes out of the zone. He's got control. There's 2 Knights attacking him. 1 stick check, 1 whiffs, and he just pulls it on his skate. Play the body right there, and he doesn't come in and walk the rest of the team like that.
Great skate movement, too. Reminds me of Frozone from The Incredibles. Just keeps moving left to right, left to right. Gets past all the Knights there.
You're funny. All right, just under 15 minutes left. Action Jackson, been quiet tonight. Here's Flanagan, called his name a lot. Flanagan absorbs the check behind the net, eventually lost the puck. Back and forth. Duhaime, Renner rubs him out. Pass right back. A shot and a goal. What a beautiful play on a drop pass from Duhaime to Dietz. They strike again, Double D.
Here we go, Lewis. We've said it all night. You got to watch out for these two fine gentlemen on the ice here. And yet we see the assist from Duhaime. He's trying to make some work with his body there. He turns around. Dietz right there, shoots it right to the right. Hall didn't even know where the puck went. I mean, this has been a good tandem for the Bulls, not just tonight, but in the previous games they've played. Just a crazy good start for the Bulls in this third period.
They have been terrific all season long. The only one that's been able to slow them down was Bob Joyce's Eagles last Saturday. And, you know, they played overtime. And then tonight, again, it was a 1-0 game. We got lots of pushing and shoving going on. Now we're going to have a little brouhaha going on with Shai Haley and Beckham Buffard. They're going to take Haley on that one. So the Knights are going to go on a power play. These same two teams tomorrow night in Wesley Chapel, another Advent Health facility. Wesley Chapel, home of the USF Bulls, beautiful facility. If you can get out and support the teams, doesn't matter which team you're watching, the Bulls or the Knights. It's college hockey. It's a lot of fun. Go support the kids. If you can't, you can watch it on their stream, as that one goes up and into the netting. And you know what? In the end, it's all about having fun and the kids wearing the sweater for their university, and they get to do that. Now, you've never been there, right?
No, I have not.
You know the best thing about Wesley Chapel? The food at the bar upstairs is terrific. Right, Jake? Jake knows. We've been there many times. It's restaurant food and an ice rink. It is really, really good. There's nothing that you can say is, it's terrific over there.
Not just your typical hot dogs.
Oh, no. They have, like, real food. And you can sit in the restaurant and watch the rinks, too, on top of it. All right, back to live action. Action Jackson, he's played many games there as he's from Tampa. He lost the puck. Bulls, short-handed, turnover. Knights throwing the body around, but the Bulls able to get the puck out. Right over here now, Action Jackson coming in. We got a power play for the Knights. Rebound cleared. Ryan first. He was first on the puck. They got a 3-on-2. The Bulls change. Wisely pulling up. He could have dumped it in, was Kolowa. Now he turns as he was trying to hit Ratliff. They had a 3-on-2 opportunity. They pulled up. Here's Worth now with the puck. Worth still with it right out in front. That just missed everybody and comes right back out. 37 seconds left in the power play. Rock and Renner. Fans on it. Turnover shot. Big save by Hall. Wow. Turnover again on the intercepted pass by Heller. Heller with it. Dumps it right back in. Flanagan. Flanagan, far side, 15 seconds left. Seelar. Backdoor pass, shot. Doesn't get through. Graziati on that one. Back to even strength. There's a shot. Rebound. Graziati goes over his stick. Back up to the point. Second one, saved by Cook. Cooper there. Cleared, not out. Renner, puck comes out. Ratliff coming in. Drop pass. Another one. Shot. Beautiful play. What passing by this USF Bulls team. Here's your replay coming in.
So we see here that USF is developing as they're going through the neutral zone. They got a 3-on-2 here. Great drop back pass. and we see the quick slide on down over to Tompakov, who shoots and hits the goaltender's bottle.
That was such a great replay, Jake. When you see that coming in, you're going to see the defense. As you saw the Bulls come in, they drove the defense, drop pass, second pass. Seelar turned this way with F2 on the Bulls, and they turn and they make a pass to the slot, buries it past Hall. We got an 8-2 game.
Kevin Tompakov, assist to number 22, Max Mudge, and to number 16, Max Ratliff.
Very well earned. Ratliff caused all that. There's another turnover, big save by Hall. So after taking a 1-0 lead, playing a great period, these Bulls have come, or the Knights have really struggled the last two periods, being outshot 28-13, but giving up 8 goals to just 1. And we still have a little bit more than half the third period to play. Long stretch pass. Mudge. Bulls now with the puck down low. Holding on is Bogdanov. Bogdanov, he's taken down. Shot from the point goes into the corner. Durasby there. Durasby trying to get it back to the point. Couldn't do it. Mueller with the turnover. Dumped right back in to First. First stops behind his net. Waiting for the Bulls to set up. He's going to come up here on the near side. Nice pass to Bogdanov. Another drop pass. We got an offside call. 9:56 left, second period. Tough go around for this Bulls, or for this Knights team tonight.
For sure, Lewis. I mean, it just keeps going on for the Bulls here. They've scored 3 more goals here in the third period. They're up by 15 shots on goal. Even though the Knights replaced Koss with Hall, it wasn't, I don't think it was a good move right when it was happening. I think that maybe the Knights just tried to do something there, but didn't work out for them.
Yeah, 9:45 left here. Puck comes right out in front. Flanagan just backhands it on the far side. Seelar there. Seelar got the thing started earlier on with the assist with Fuller. Renner. That goes off to Raspy. Skate turnover, bouncing pucks. Graziotti right there. Picks it up. Throws it right back. Knights still trying to get back up on the board. Flanagan. Ratliff. Flanagan comes, picks that up. Pass over here on the near side. That gets by Fuller. Back to pick it up on the far side, Jonathan Heller. Turnover behind his net. Durasby there to bail him out. Gets it back to Heller. Heller, that just goes over Durasby's stick. And picking that one up was Mr. Ratliff. He turns it over. Poked away. Nice job by Heller. Heller coming in, far side. Turns, spins. He goes down. Big hit on the boards. Got a penalty coming up, says Maddox. Heller. We got a power play coming up for UCF. Home team looking to get on the board. Let's see what the referees are talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Doesn't matter. Pick. You pick.
So we'll see.
USF penalty number 25, minor penalty, checking from behind.
Checking from behind. Thank you, Maddox Heller. We appreciate you wearing the mic and doing an excellent job. Checking from behind. A UCF power play coming up. Let's see what they can do on this one. Renner. Shot. Pad save into the corner. Renner battling hard. Kept it in momentarily. Heller there to pick it up. off the skate, 2-on-1. Dietz, Duhame, pass across, great stick. Flanagan again.
Good play there from Flanagan. Got to stick right in there.
He's been Mr. Knight tonight for this UCF team. Here's Renner. Renner, pass in front, bouncing puck. Comes all the way back up here, and Dietz is there. Headman's at the Flanagan. Duhame coming in all alone. Shot, goal! Duhame, another shorthanded goal for this Bulls team. Here's your replay, Isaac.
Duhame here. It was first actually taken by Dietz. Great pass again to Duhame, and we just see the breakaway chance. No chance for Hall to try, and he went try. I mean, they keep going top cheddar every time. It's like, they pull the goalie down so low that whole crease in the top of the net is wide open for him, folks, and this is why we see USF here by 7 goals. 40-25 is the shot on goals here with 8 minutes left in the third period, Lewis.
Been all Bulls the last 32, 33 minutes of this game. That puck comes out in front of Hall.
Jacob Duhame assists to number 17, Grant Dietz. Time of the goal, 12 minutes of the third period.
If you were joining us early with the keys to the game, I think we were hit them pretty good, partner.
Yep, I agree with you, Lewis. Both D-men have been pretty good, and USF has showed that here with a 9-2 lead.
Puck comes all the way back. By the way, UCF still on a power play, as that puck is dumped in by Nolan Ott. Down into the corner now, 3-on-2 battle. Knights come up with it. Coming through center, Action Jackson. Jackson comes in, has it on his backhand, made a pass, tipped in front. It's going to be picked up by Rossello. The good news for Coach Brewster is these same two teams will be in less than 24 hours over in Tampa. The bad news is, same two teams in Tampa tomorrow night, right? You got to get this figured out quickly because you're going to be playing in a hostile environment tomorrow night. And they'll regroup. They will have, as we go back to even strength, they'll have some time tonight to look at the tape and figure out what they want to change up, see where their mistakes are. There's a shot on Cook as he makes the save. But again, to be fair, this is a very, very talented USF team. And they lost some guys from last year. They lost some big guys, Hultberg, Stowe, some others that graduated. They also have guys that played on the team last year. There was a very good team that didn't make this team, that are on the AC/DC team. So Coach Rhodes and his staff, they had about 70 guys come out. I think they've got 2 teams over there and lots of talent. Far side, chipped out. We got another 2-on-1. Renner all back by himself. Renner there. 2-on-1, big save initially, and then it trickles in behind Hall. The 10th goal of the game on shot number 41. Here's your odd man rush.
So here we go again. USF has been causing these odd man rushes to happen, and the fake right there, we thought he was going to pass it down to number 21, Ryan Loris, but he doesn't. And USF again scores a goal. It's 10-2, Lewis. It's 10-2. And you got to remember, UCF had the 1-0 lead going into the second period and just has not showed up on defense or offense, and the Bulls are taking complete advantage of it.
Renner made the play. The goaltender's 1-on-1 with the Bulls.
Max Mudge. Time of the goal, 14:04 of the third period.
So Mudge with the goal. Another turnover, another odd man rush. This is a 4-on-2 for the Bulls. What a play. That was Evan Worth. Shot, big save, far side. Lots of players going around. Mueller going at it with one of the Bulls into the corner. Just frustration right now as the linesman gets in to pull a couple of players apart. Not sure if they're going to call anything unless they call 2 players.
Fans want to fight, Lewis.
No fighting in college hockey. You fight, you're in trouble. So we'll see who they got, if they're taking just 1 or 2. Or nobody. All right. Works for me. You know, they went into the corner. They were just battling some pushing and shoving. If you're going to take anybody, you had to take 2. Otherwise, don't take anybody. They didn't. I'm good with that. I'm sure the benches are too. But that was a 4-on-2 opportunity stopped by Worth. Something that they can't deal with is a couple of players go down behind the play again. That was Sorrentino back. Now here's Flanagan. Flanagan with the puck. Under 5 minutes left here in the 3rd period. Shot just missed. Picked up by Beckham. Payne there. Flanagan over to Worth. Worth coming in. Poked away from him. Followed up. Knight's shot high and over the head of Cook. Picked up by Beckham Buffard here. That goes into the far corner. Giving chase is Sterling. Knight's able to pick it up. Just bouncing puck. Flanagan's going to retool in his own end. Nice little sauce pass. But now we got a penalty behind the play. We got a roughing call, says Maddox Heller. Mr. Heller, a fine defenseman in his own right.
USF number 4, minor penalty for roughing.
So USF number 4, Bryson Uhrig, local product in Tampa, playing for this Bulls team, going into the box for roughing. We got another Seminole Money Tree power play for this UCF Knights team. Chance to work on it before tomorrow. There's a bouncing puck. Thrown right at Cook. Minute 47 left in the power play. You're going to have a tough time, partner, picking up the stars of the game.
Yeah, it might all be all Bulls. I tell you this, Lewis, it's been all USF tonight, even though UCF had that 1-0 lead in the first period.
Got a hand pass coming up. They played a really good first period, and then I think the skill, the size of the rink, a lot of things just started bouncing the other way for this UCF team. The Bulls took advantage of some good plays, made some good plays, and then it just kind of snowballed from there. But the good news is, like I said, they're back at it tomorrow night. Anything can happen. It's still a rivalry game. These guys are going to go home. They're going to be unhappy tonight on the campus at UCF. They'll wake up. They'll get ready for tomorrow, and it could be another game. Like I said last week, I did the Riddle USF game. It was 11-6. We're at 10-2. They won 3-2 the next night in overtime. So something for this UCF team to remember. Anything can happen from one night to the next. Seelar battling down into the corner. 3-on-2 battle. JT Fuller there. Fuller chopping away. Loose puck picked up by Seelar. Seelar with it now. Looking, wraps. Thrown out in front. Graziati. Shot, Renner. Save into the corner. Graziati with the puck. Renner. Pass over here. Goes over the stick of Seelar. It's going to be picked up by Ott. Bouncing puck comes all the way back down. We're going to have a breakaway going the other way. Rossello comes in. Backhand, just missed on that one. 2:33 left. 21 seconds left in the power play to UCF.
We got number 4 tapping on the ice, or tapping on the window there. He wants out.
Yeah, Uhrig. He wants to know where he's supposed to go. He's going to stay on the ice, I'm sure, as that puck is dumped in. Now he goes right to the bench. as he's looking for a place to go. Back to even strength. Shot and a save by Cook as he had Mr. Troy Bryan right on top of him. Want to thank everybody for joining us here on DSPN Live, the home of UCF hockey for the last 13 years and counting. And all those games played right here at this beautiful facility, the Advent Health Orlando Ice Den.
Another save there by Cook. He saved 28 of 30.
I was just going to say, he's played a good game, right? He's had 30 shots on him. It's not like UCF hasn't had some opportunities, but when you play against this USF team, Isaac, if you make a mistake, it's usually costly, and it's been tonight. Hill made the pass up, far side to Shimoni. Loose puck there. Still with it. That shot doesn't get through. Shimoni able to pick it up. Up off the boards, back up top, kept in. Bouncing puck. Goes into the corner. Nice keep. Gaffey Atulin as we have another save by Cook. Here's the other good thing with a minute 25 left in the game. Already decided. In a rivalry like this, sometimes things can get out of hand. But there's a bunch of maturity going on the benches from both teams. Guys, tomorrow night's another night. Let's keep it calm. And I'm sure Joe Rhodes is going to tell the USF team the same. Hey, guys, we had a great game Friday night in Daytona, and we came home in our own bed, our own barn, rather, and, you know, didn't go over very well. It was Cook with the save. There's a perfect example where you would normally see a lot of pushing and shoving. I think good restraint, maturity by both teams.
They've kept it calm tonight. I mean, in the first period, we saw Dietz get annoyed that a penalty wasn't called, but that was at the very end. So to your point, Lewis, it's been very mature on both sides. Both teams have really handled their emotions, I'd say. I mean, of course, UCF's got to be angry right now at this scoreline, but they have not let their anger or frustration get out of control.
Dietz just wanted to make sure that Jake saw him on the camera, that's all. And we heard him when he was banging his stick. But again, maintained his composure and the maturity. There's a shot up and over the head by Curran. Less than 1 minute in the third period. The USF Bulls lose a stick. Coming in, drop pass, couldn't pull the shot, turn, fired. Just missed on that was Nicholas Kelly. We're going to have our Seminole Money Tree Stars of the game coming up after a word from our sponsor. So stay tuned for that as Isaac's going to pick those. We got a penalty coming up, says Mr. Heller. It's going to go against UCF with 27 seconds left. They'll go back to the sin bin. Coming in is Mudge. Mudge gets in all alone, shot 5-hole, goal. Number 11.
Man, oh man.
And that was 19.1 seconds left, and we got a penalty to boot on it.
That goal was so quick there, Lewis. My eyes couldn't even see it.
11-2. The running of the Bulls started tonight. Will it continue tomorrow? Make sure you go out and support your team. UCF, USF, tomorrow night in Wesley Chapel. 7:30 start, I believe. So the USF Bulls 11-2 over the UCF Knights. We'll be back with our Seminole Money Tree Stars of the game in just a minute. For all of your mortgage needs, think Seminole Money Tree. Our dedicated staff delivers exceptional one-on-one service that is second to none in the industry. Yes, the American dream of homeownership is alive and well, but it takes the right team to make it happen. We offer FHA, VA, and conventional financing anywhere in the state. For more information, visit us at SeminoleMoneyTree.com, established 1986. All right, welcome back, everybody. Lewis, DePaulo, Isaac.
My Seminole
Tough
Money
game.
Tree, yeah, it was. It was very interesting to see how UCF came out 1-0 in that first period. I thought maybe they'd be able to get that mojo that they had last weekend, even though they tied one of those games against Lynn, but USF.
Best period of the game. You see the players shaking hands behind us. Again, they played a great first period. What they have to take into tomorrow night is, guys, we played a great first period. What can we do to make that extend into the second period, extend further into the third period? They're going to have to bring it tomorrow night. The pregame tonight, Coach Brewster talked about playing all 60 minutes. They didn't quite do that. They made some mistakes. They paid for it. That's what happens when you play a team as powerful as this USF Bulls team. This Bulls team is one of the best in Division III that I've seen so far this year. They were one of the best last year, and they're on a mission right now. All right, Seminole Money Tree stars of the game. What do you got?
So I got Dietz, of course. I mean,
What
was
number?
all over
Third
the
star,
ice.
first, second, third?
I'd say first. First.
All right, we'll start with the third.
Third, we'll start with Mudge. Mudge, I think, was an unsung hero in this game. He had a few assists. He had about 1 or 2 goals in the game, but I think he was overlooked. He was everywhere on the ice. He was trying to get in here and there, tic-tac-toe, everywhere you could find him on the ice. Mudge was a big playmaker in this game. Number 2, I'd say, is Cook. Cook saved 31 of 33 shots on goal,
Okay.
Lewis. I mean, it's just crazy to see a goaltender of that level in this game. He was able to save almost everything that came his way, and I think UCF will be looking to see how to neutralize him tomorrow, maybe get some more guys in front of him on the ice. Number 1, Dietz.
Yeah, Dietz was all over the place. He and Duhaime, they're a terrific combo. I mean, they are a dynamic duo, those two. They'll be a force to be reckoned with, not just tomorrow, all year, into the conference playoffs, and maybe they'll be with us in St. Louis. All right, I want to thank everybody here at the Advent Health Orlando Ice Den. They do a great job. The facilities, thank our officials. My cameraman, Jake, he's the best in the business. He's been with me for 13 years doing college hockey right here at DSPN Live. And my partner, first game here. How'd you feel? How'd you think you
Great.
did?
I thought I did good. I mean, there's much to learn, but I think that this game, looking at the game itself and how I was able to help with the broadcast, was something I'll learn from that will be beneficial in my future career. But great start, and great to be with you here, Lewis, in the ice den here.
He'll be back with us again. All right, once again, the final score, the Frozen War and I-4 goes to the USF Bulls tonight, 11-2. They will be back at it tomorrow. Thanks again for joining us here on DSPN Live. Have a great night, everybody, and we'll see you soon. The following program is presented by DSPN Live.